HTGSdfzradio.com.
The cannabis portion of this show is designed as entertainment only for legal medicinal cannabis patients over 21 years of age and is not meant to encourage any other activity or use. Yeah, dick.
Talking about the Heavy T Road Show. Knowing someone better than your show. And everybody knowing this whole show. Yeah. Talking about the Heavy T Road Show.
Previously on Heavy T's Grow Show.
And I want to welcome everyone. Appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. Another episode of How Butthurt Can the Chef Get? Right here on DFZ Radio.
All right, let's start. 1 minute in and he's already got chin strap jokes.
I don't think I made any chin strap jokes. No, but notoriously, Booty Hurt Chef is here tonight, making his presence felt as usual.
So, I mean, the only reason you would be feeding sugar at the end would be to feed your beneficials, and at the end, it's not like the plants can absorb any of the esters from a sweetener or any additional flavors for that. I mean, you adding sugar at the end is just another product going into the end that's going to have a reaction. So, adding something, you're going to get a reaction. So, plain water, I mean, and some people don't even pH in the end. Yeah. Some people will just leave it because that's one more thing adding into the water.
Yeah, but the whole point of pH is so it absorbs nutrients. So if you're trying to flush it anyway, why
hey, just pH? Like you told your wife on your wedding night, talk directly into the mic, big Baumgartner. Okay, over there.
Nah, Hydro Chef approved.
Get your environment dialed in. Get a different strain. Easy to grow strain. Kelsey, you've grown a lot of different strains.
Gorilla Glue.
Gorilla Glue. Straight up, right? You go piss on it and it would fucking grow good.
Training wheels, yeah.
I mean, yeah, a Hydro Chef can grow it.
You'll think you're a master gardener.
You'll get your own show.
Yeah.
It's like the 3 pound of light. You know, everyone's like, that's a fucking myth.
Not if you're good.
The 30% THC. And what is it? Because a lot of it is genetics. You guys have found a diamond in the rough.
You called it earlier. It's your environment. It's everything. You could almost grow and get better and more weight with just water instead of using newts. If your room is perfect temps, perfect environment, I'd rather have that than good newts.
And you go out of your way to make sure. Walk us through a little of a top shelf cultivation facility. What are we looking at? Lighting, environmental controls.
It's all about the Gavitas.
You're all about the Gavitas, right? Have you fucked with the new LED Gavitas at all?
We're giving them a run right now.
No
I'll
shit.
let you know.
Okay. Hydro Chef, every time
I ain't even say nothing.
I ain't even say nothing.
Every time I go in and look at these LEDs that I hung, I want to punch myself in the dick.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've gone through veg, and the veg is incredible. If it's anything to say for the rest of it, I think the LEDs are definitely going to be the way.
I mean, it's a true bloom light, you know? Like, the veg you get under it, that's good and everything, but, like, the actual colors you get.
Well, it's some of the best veg I've seen in 15 years in 5 to 6 days.
And let me
I was
ask
just
you
going,
this.
holy shit.
Yeah. We now joined by Horty Pimpin' 101 author and currently off a fresh divorce, Horty Chris. What up, Horty Chris?
What up?
You're getting settled in?
Just getting settled in, man. Gotta keep getting out of the way so a Hydro Chef can boof by me.
Now, take a look at this, Horty Chris. Give us your professional. Does your nose still work after last Saturday?
No.
Barely?
I can't smell anything, but I can almost smell this, so that's a sign.
A deviated septum's hard to smell through? Oh, we've all been there. Give us your assessment of the Samoas, Horty Chris.
Looks nice, dude.
Fuck, you guys are on fire. You guys are
great description. Great description.
Throw it over to the black market.
It's solid. I can't wait to smoke it. Hey, fuck yeah!
I'm able to smell.
Now, whoever had this, I'll hold this in one hand and give you a handy J with the other.
Hit the music over here for the Strandivar review by Black Market Cultivators.
This is an interesting Strandivar I've never seen before. It smells kind of limey. and also kind of like a cookie in a way. I like it. But really, it's dense. It stinks. It's frosty.
Sticky.
It's got all the things we were talking about earlier. And the effect, it feels good too, because I can tell you that because I'm smoking it right now.
Well, that's mighty white of you to tell us all that good information. Can I see the fucking thing? Fucking Xanaxed out motherfucker. Jesus Christ.
It's the real.
That's the same people who I got my hash bar OG from.
Oh yeah? Cool story, man. I'm talking to them right now.
Good tea company.
All of a sudden when no one's talking to you, you got shit to say. Let me try this on. I'll wear it. It might look funny. Hey, by the way,
We'll see if
breaking
it fits.
news. Hydro Chef is pissed.
Breaking news.
Oh, it fits pretty good.
Oh, shit.
Man, this pausing for dramatic effect is too much pausing over there.
Too much pausing? I mean, yeah, I guess. I'm not really much for a skater.
All right, then. Hey, Fancy, I appreciate you calling in. Keep up with your memes, brother. You're killing that game. The speaking game is probably not your forte.
That was hot.
All right, lock in this caller right now, please. For me, screener 562-653-0707. We're going to be talking grow with this caller as soon as the guy out there can lock him in. All right, you going to lock him in?
Lock him
Can
in.
you open the door, Horty, and
Lock him
lock
in.
it in?
No, because last week you started a big problem. Hey, Horty, man, you can't.
No, it was awesome. Go ahead, do it again.
He has root
That's
rot.
fucking cool, man.
Do it again. Like how
He has the root rots.
how much this guy's
Lock
got.
the fucking call in!
At the end of the day, dude, you're in cubes. You need to make
Yes, sir.
oxygen available, and the oxygen will kill the pythium. Man, I'm pretty high off that
Right?
That's Samoa. I'm
Your
trying to
woe
think.
seed?
If you're trying to
No,
save,
hold on. I'm working my way there, man. Come on. I'm at the end of the woods, and you're trying to put me in the oven at Grandma's house. Come on, 1 second. I don't even know what that analogy is, but it made sense to me.
Sounded good.
Red
Sounded
Riding
great.
Hood.
Sounded
perfect.
great.
That'll be on the
Red Riding
recap.
Hood.
That'll be on the recap next week.
That can delay.
Let me tell you something. Talking about X gonna give it to you, dog. I love this little Mexican joint down in Seal Beach, the Yucatan Grill, right? But these motherfuckers got these jerk chicken tacos, jerk chicken wings, and jerk chicken platter that are awesome. But it is fucking horrendous. It's been tearing me up, dog. I went and had wings today. I think I went to the bathroom 3 times since I've been here. It's ridiculous.
Oh, there's the music. I feel like Alex Trebek.
Well, you
Hope I
got
don't
you
have
got
pancreatic
cancer.
cancer. Hope I
Too
don't.
soon. Too soon. Knock on wood.
Yeah, not even funny. We had top shelf cultivation in studio tonight, and they shared 2 of their strains with us.
Strandivars.
2 of their Strandivars. Name one of the 2 Strandivars that we smoked with them tonight that made us all completely so stoned that the show just fucking fell on his face.
What's up, dog? How you doing tonight?
Trying to start growing again.
You in Fresno? You got that fire?
Got that top shelf.
Shit, you're in Fresno. I doubt it. You're probably using love trees or some shit.
Wait, but you just said you got out of the, you just got out?
You know it.
Damn, what'd you go in for?
You don't want to know, man. My yields were too high.
So you went in for straight killing the game?
Yep.
You know it.
Of course, we are always looking for an upgrade from Marcos Pollos, Javanki, and Hydro Chef. If you think you can fill
Listen
those
up.
enormous shoes, please write me at Heavy T Grow Show on Instagram.
How many of them are junk? A lot.
Other than that,
How many of them are spam? A lot.
we out. Does he own Frontier? Because Frontier been trying to stop us. Verizon, Frontier, stupid phone company. What? Welcome, Heavy T's Grow Show right here on the one and only DFZ Radio. Talk and grow, hooking you up with the grow knowledge, the free grow gear. Having some fun in studio. I hope that you enjoyed the recap from last time. I didn't know how sweet I was until I heard that recap. Obviously, I'm about as sweet as the Chargers were this past Sunday against Schittsburg Steelers. We went to the game. Horty and I did. Let's just say that 2 seats are not enough for Horty.
Yeah. Especially in a soccer stadium designed for South American people to sit.
Everything's designed for South American people. You're in Southern California. Anywho, we are here, Talk and Grow. St. Diesel's making us sound shitty. Whale noises on your phone calls. We've got Hydro Chef here. Halfway offended already. Don't know what to do. He's going to either stay or go. Will he stay or will he go? I don't know.
When I leave, it's because of a prior engagement.
Not
because I was offended
or because his wife's blowing him up.
Hydro Chef wants his Duff LEDs. So yeah, I set up some LEDs too, guys. Did you know about this?
No.
Maybe you follow me on Instagram at Heavy T Grow Show. Yeah, that's me. I set up 3 LEDs. That's what a 24 light garden looks like now.
Just 3 LEDs.
Because it costs the same.
That's how you replace it.
Yeah. I set up some LEDs. Mixed reaction from the Duff Free Nation, I will tell you.
What was the reaction?
Most of them tagged you in it. So I don't know. What did they say?
Yeah, a lot of people tagged me, I guess, just to make sure I seen it or something.
Yeah, because you are the meme lord of making fun of LEDs.
All right.
Yeah, so I just said I'm speechless.
Well, every time I go in there, I hope and I pray I feel a little warmth or something. After a week, I feel pretty pale. I lost my tan.
But don't you tan on
my
one side?
orange Christmas.
No UV.
You still have the HPS on one side, so you're tan on your left
Praise
arm.
baby Jesus. I left 4 double-endeds up over there.
Yeah, so there'll still be something.
All else fails, you have some nice Christmas lights.
Well, who knows? Allegedly, though, I was told by a very reputable sales representative from the company that makes them that I was guaranteed to get 2.5 to 3.5 pounds per 600-watt LED.
Guaranteed.
That's what he said.
Damn.
With no adverse effects.
Is he going to offset the loss if you don't?
Someone better call Upstate Grower, make sure we got that on film.
Oh my!
Does he know
3400? Let's go to the replay.
Yeah, offset the loss at the new low.
Yeah.
Yeah, the prices are going up with these LEDs.
Well, I was
obviously.
£1.50 short per light on what you promised me, and that'll be $3,400.
Do you think I'll get a pound off of 600
You'll
on
be
them?
$5,100
I don't know, man.
Per light.
They're bright. Like, you're like, oh, they're bright. But then you just kind of wait for, like, a warmth. You know when you walk into the sunlight and you feel the warmth, you're like, the warmth, the sunlight. You just don't get that.
The radiant heat.
I mean, it may be just radiant heat off of HPSs that are directed downwards, but it's hard to get excited about it. It's hard to get excited about it.
Well, do the plants look like they're growing good?
Well, aside from all the mites on them, yeah. Because I got the cuts from fucking. Shout out to Coco Ninja 562.
Coco Ninja screwed you.
Coco Ninja 562. Oh, that brought up put the mites in my garden so deep.
I can't believe
so hard.
Aloha you like that.
I know, so much aloha. What else is going on? Dr. Baumgartner quit his job. That's right. He tore down a security mirror on his way out.
Yeah, stormed out of there.
Stormed it out. Got fired or
7
quit.
years of bad luck right there.
One of the two.
As I was leaving, I grabbed the mirror and just yanked it down and shattered it.
You're that tall, you could probably reach up all the way. It was one of the security mirrors on an 8-foot ceiling. You're like 7 feet tall. You could grab that easily.
Yeah, there was glass everywhere.
There was, and I heard that the owner had to come in early and clean that up. That's awesome. Little kids cut their feet on mirrors.
Children are getting hurt.
But that's okay, as long as they bled somewhere. You collected it and collected their androdermochrome, right?
Yeah, I collected their adrenochrome.
Okay.
Oh fuck.
I didn't even know what this was.
Yeah.
I had to Google it, but Dr. Baumgartner, being a curator of black market cultivators, has been accused of andriochrome.
I don't know if it's just accused or outed, whatever you
I
want.
mean, if you deal in the black market, you might have different things, not just, I'm just saying.
I don't really drink it, but this guy is
You just give it to your plants after phospholode.
Rubs a little bit on the inside of the tip.
It counteracts the effect of phospholode, and then the crystals come back.
Oh, what's an Uber recovered?
But there's only one source of adrenochrome.
1 ml per gallon.
And that's the pumping adrenaline gland of the gland of a human being.
Yeah, so that's why it's bad news.
How do you know this, Chef?
So,
I don't. I just did a little research.
Chef,
I've watched Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas like
Chef is from
10,000 times.
The outskirts of Columbus, Ohio. So where he's from, there are people in cages that are probably being collected androgen.
He's corporate, so he's connected. His bosses are drinking adrenochrome. He knows all about it.
Probably. They're flying their warplanes all over the world.
You can't
Private
rule
island.
the world without ruling the supply of adrenochrome.
Or without a man bun. Speaking of man buns, Horty
This is
Chris
some
is here.
Pizzagate sound shit.
Hey, Horty Chris. When was the last
Speaking
time you
of
had
Pizzagate.
androchrome?
This morning for breakfast.
That's awesome. I saw you made sure you shared it with all the Steelers when we went to the Charger-Steeler game.
Yeah, that was more
He
like
put it
just
in
a
the
Steelers game.
Yeah, that was pretty bullshit. There was at least 40% Steeler fans there.
Yeah, like about 80% Steeler fans.
So basically, the entire stadium smelled like a Marlboro ashtray.
And championship rings.
Oh no, there was no championship rings happening in that stadium with those 2 and 4 teams.
It smelled like Marlboros until Phillip Rivers got in the game. Then it smelled like interceptions and
We'll
fumbles.
talk a little bit about this, but Horty Chris, I don't know why he had to take an entire quarter to go to the family bathroom within the line. But we'll find out. Plus, we'll find out why Horty Chris thought Heavy T was going to be arrested at the game. We'll find out exactly why.
Did you have a meltdown?
No.
Yeah. We left with 6 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, because I was like, you kept saying, let's go.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
You said, I'm fucking leaving.
Horty's trying to squeeze every last bit of that Steelers victory out of him and shit.
No, they had a chance to come back. They had Phillip Rivers. He's a comeback kid, but Heavy T started arguing with even his own fans, and then he went outside to use the restroom, and then he texted me and said, I'm leaving.
Yeah,
So I had to
wasn't
come out
working my
before he
way
left.
back down, bro.
That's
All right.
a one-trip stare.
I already got hit in the head enough times with terrible fucking rags or whatever they're called. Shittsburg bullshit. But
Terrible
anyways,
towels.
562-653-0707. Let's talk grow. Let's talk the new low. Let's talk what's going on right here in the DFC Radio Nation. The Chef, he missed his show last week. Why didn't you show up last week, Chef?
Because you were at the Dodgers game.
You told him not to.
Now you're rubbing it in again.
Yeah, I just wanted to do that, but I'm also not talking about sports right now, so.
Why not? Your wife said you couldn't?
No, my wife doesn't control me. I control every situation I'm in. I am the controller of this situation.
Oh, why don't you hang out for the show and have someone else water those 4 plants under those 12 LEDs? Bars. LED bars. No, you don't have nothing to say. Just
I wasn't sure if we were having a conversation or if
We
you're just going
are.
to bag on the wife's growing skills.
No one.
Let's talk about your wife's growing skills. Does
My
she
wife-
trim for you?
No,
She should do something about
He
that
has
neck beard.
Cambodian shit
But you
trim.
can't call it a neck beard if
She-
you don't have a neck.
she does nothing as far except smoke all the weed and spend all the money. Allegedly, that used to come in from Prop 215, but now that that's gone, of course.
My wife is the most
It's all
frugal. She trims for free. She grows for free. God, I don't even know why she's married to me. I'm the luckiest there is. Thank you, baby.
That's you, man. I'm feeling you, but
I
you're
kiss
back. You were
ass.
back this week. What happened on Farm to Table, man? I kind of missed it. You had Jeremy in here.
Yeah,
what's Jeremy about?
Everything was good. Jeremy from Happy J's CBD. CBD's a fucking phenomenon right now. You can't even go online without having a pop-up ad try to sell you some CBD.
Are
dick
these
cream.
only CBDs? Did you win a contest for CBD? I saw.
I am the top CBD product for the Kush Stock Festival, and the new Kush Stock's coming up in November again, so I'll be entering CBD Meal Club.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I
How much
do
did that
shit.
cost?
I don't have to pay for my victories, bro. I'm not. It's not high time. It's not high crimes.
I was gonna say.
Speaking of high crimes, you can check out my show every Wednesday night on High Crimes TV. Yeah, you see, guys, I got sarcasm too.
What's the CBD product that you had?
Just no one gets it.
It's CBDmealclub.com.
Well, tell us more.
Yes, come
Is this
on.
an
dude,
interview?
come on, promote
well, dude,
yourself.
I don't know. Fuck, I don't really feel
You always
like
wanna
being
promote
the
yourself till
source
we ask
of the jokes. You know, I have a meal club. I sell CBD products, and I don't know.
Not everything's a
It's
joke.
a meal
We're
club.
actually
Is it,
asking
is it,
you
is
about
it like
it.
meal prep? meals, like delivered to your home? Like, tell us.
Is
more
it Meals
about
on Wheels? CBD on Wheels? Hey, let's start a new company and we'll rival chefs called CBD on Wheels, and we'll only offer it to old people that can't get out of bed. And once they start getting out of bed because they took the CBD, they can go buy chef's meals.
It's like kind of how I fluff for your show. You fluff for my boxed meals.
It's a pyramid scheme.
We're
you
fluffing.
start on wheels and then you end up on foot.
Yeah.
Nah, but all seriousness aside, like, dude, like, fucking, it's really important to be able to, it's really important to be able to have fucking, fun meals to cook at home and not just be all fucking stuck to the way you have to cook in culinary school or stuck in the way you have to cook because of the supermarket. So I offer you the ability to cook your own food at home using sourced ingredients with a CBD olive oil or a CBD butter or a CBD coconut oil. We got international flavors, and check it out, cbdmealclub.com. There, I did it.
So it's like Dinnerly or Freshly or whatever, but with CBD.
You think of a hamburger helper, but you gotta buy your own meat.
Okay.
So what do? You get your meat, but you got CBDs in there?
No. You infuse it with your CBD olive oil or your CBD coconut oil or your CBD butter, and then you add your pasta, your rice. Are you texting while I'm explaining my company?
No.
No, he's
I
going
almost
live.
thought he cared.
I'm
I
looking
can't
it
wait
up
for
so I
this
can
one.
talk about it too. CBDmeals.com. I'm right on it right now.
CBDmealclub.com. We got 3 flavors. Jambalaya, which is
That's jumbo.
This classic little southern cuisine, and then we've got some green curry, and then
nice.
We also got some mac and cheese because you gotta please the white people.
Dang, dog, that sounds delicious. But I bring my own CBD.
Nope, the CBD's in the box.
But I bring my own meat.
You buy your own meat.
But what if I'm a vegetarian?
Then you use broccoli or some soy or some
cauliflower.
Every one of these recipes have been designed to not use meat only. You can use any type of protein or any type of vegetable insert.
So you can use tofu.
Tofu, I mean, I wouldn't. You probably lose your man points with me, but yeah.
So the meal kit comes with everything except the protein.
Everything except for the protein. Even comes with a spice packet, a rice packet, spice, rice, and everything nice.
I like kidney beans. I'd put kidney beans up in my mac and cheese. That'd probably be good. Don't
That's
you think,
called
Jeff?
chili mac.
That's called chili
a
mac?
St. Louis special.
I just invented it.
Yes, you did.
Right
You
here.
also invented farm-to-table cannabis and growing cannabis and Masonic Seed Company. You created them too.
Yep. This is true. All right.
So it's
CBDmealclub.com.
Yes. I got nothing to say.
I also wrote a song for it. Would you like to hear it?
Sure. Let's hear your song, Chef.
God, you guys, I don't have a song. That would be cool. We'll leave that to Upstate Grower. CBDmealclub.com. We have cheese wheels.
Look at Chef. See, Chef, we walk him down the road, and then he goes a bit further, and we're like, awesome. He's like, no pull through.
Like I have a song.
We got songs on songs. We have been working on the jerk chicken burning our butthole song. We got a little bit. Do we got a little bit that we can play of it? Can we give him a little taste of the last time we were on the air? We had some jerk chicken wings before we came in, and we had to take an extra break in the middle to get some wipies.
And this was something
Cool
we
it down.
freestyled in like a minute.
Yeah, I basically freestyled it. I came up with the beat, and Dr. Baumgartner came up with the lyrics. Actually, I came up with the lyrics too.
Yeah, you came up with them right off the top of your head as you were singing it.
No, here we go. Let's hear it. Just a little taste. Just a little taste. Yeah.
Where do I even start? When you know it's more than a fart. You could 10 gave me an allowance. Buying jerk chicken with the balance. Knowing something just ain't right. Yelling at my wife for a wipe. Shitting 16 times a day. Jerk chicken put my booty in the grave. Try to wash my ass in the sink. Blaming upstate for the stink. Holding need the bathroom to do blow. You don't give a fuck, gotta go. Shotgun blast from the back. Ricochet splash on your stack. If you have hemorrhoids, stay away. Jerk chicken, put my booty in the grave.
Oh, it's the first few bars. What do you think about that, Chef?
I would say that's cooked up. Yeah, you guys are cooking for sure. That's great.
Man, Chef. That's
Cooking with CBDdirectmeals.com.
Meals on Wheels from CBD to the Chef Boyardee.
That was a great segue.
Let's go ahead and take a quick break. Pay these bills. Call in 562-653-0707. Chef's going to hang out answer your LED questions. We're here for your other grow questions, like how to get the most out of it, what's the new low, how many times you got to go when you eat jerk chicken, how much you put your booty in the grave, so forth and so on. How deep? So deep. Put Chef's booty to sleep. Right here on DFZRadio.com.
My booty's so strong.
Where do I even start? When you know it's more than a fart. You could 10 gave me an allowance. Buying jerk chicken with the balance. Knowing something just ain't right. Yelling at my wife for a wipe.
I want to
shit it 16 times a day. Jerk chicken put my booty in the grave. Try to wash my ass in the sink. Blaming upstate for the stink. Holding neither bathroom to do blow. You don't give a fuck, gotta go. Shotgun blast from the back. Ricochet splash on your stack. If you have hemorrhoids, stay away. Jerk chicken put my booty in the grave.
You are listening to the Heavy T Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707 for your chance to talk to Heavy T, Horty Chris, or Dr. Duffman. Killing it.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda. Dr. Duffman here. Wanted to talk to you about what I wish I had in my garden. And that, my friends, is a Nanolux double-ended fixture, which is leading the industry as I speak in double-ended technology. I will no longer need 10 150-watt lights to cover my 5x5 area. With just one double-ended fixture from Nanolux, I can cover that area. Also, no more need for that pesky Richter timer of mine that goes off at all kinds of random hours. With Nanolux's fixture, it comes NCCS ready, meaning I can control it on my computer. So if you're like me and your lighting situation sucks, then upgrade to Nanolux's double-ended fixtures today, and don't be a Duff man. For more information on Nanolux, check them out at nanoluxtech.com. That's NANOLUXTECH.com.
Dilly Heavy T Grow Show. But dilly.
Big cities need a fast-paced life to grow. And in my fast-paced garden, I use the Big City Hydro Mix. It's available in bulk anywhere in California, organic certified, and made with calcium buffered cocoa. With a consistent pH, it works well with all container gardens and conventional feeding programs. Check with your local grow store for bags.
Check us out at bulksoil.com.
Hey, I'm in the
zone. Coming to grips with measuring pH is a fundamental part of ensuring a successful crop. Of course, having the right nutrient mix is important, but without a slightly acidic pH level, plants won't receive optimal benefits from the nutrients supplied. Blue Lab has a range of pH measurement tools available to help both the commercial and small-scale growers. These include the Blue Lab Guardian Monitor, the Blue Lab Combo Meter, the Blue Lab pH Meter, the Blue Lab pH Pen, and the Blue Lab Soil pH Meter. For more information, visit us online at getbluelab.com.
That's Horty's Pimpin' 101.
Hey guys, it's Heavy T. As a longtime cultivator in both small and large gardens, both indoor and in greenhouses, I know the number one factor for being successful is to maintain an ideal environment and optimize my airflow. That is why I use and recommend Fantech controllers and EC fans. As the original inventors of the inline fan way back in 1974, Fantech uses the highest quality German motors and has revolutionary impeller technology. The EC fan creates the most efficient and powerful airstream of any fan in its class. And with the new Aeolus controller, maintaining the ideal environment has never been more simple. The Aeolus, with a variety of modes, allows me to control my exhaust and intake fans along with my dampeners from one easy to set up and use interface. And with the two expandable channels, I can maintain temperature set points in two separate spaces. So whether you're a hobbyist in your garage or a commercial greenhouse grower, it's simple. Use what the pros use. Use the Fantech EC fan and Aeolus controller. And if you're a retailer, contact Rambridge, Savant Plant Tech, or Garden Rebels Distribution and order yours today. Fan and controller sold separately.
Dilly Heavy T Grow Show. But dilly.
DFZRadio.com.
If I'm rolling up some trees, you can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt. If I'm rolling up some trees, you can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt. Rest in peace, Bob Marley. My blunt got a cold cut, Steve Harvey. I catch the buds with my glove, Steve Garvey. Quick to roll in the club, cause we party. They asking where the bomb at, cause everybody in the club smell that. It's Breeze, get loaded TV, smoke about a pound every day of the week. Roll so fast you didn't see him coming your way. Turned around and there was a blunt up in your face. You must have thought that I was finished. The Breeze is never stingy with the spinach. Rolling up some trees. You can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt. If I'm rolling up some trees, you can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt.
I love the stickiest weed, cause I'm a Cali baby. Started from that chocolate tie from them early 80s. Now it's OG, a perfect mix with my OE. The shot of lean had a G moving slowly. Apparently, you ain't never smoked like me. Load these switches up like they was some magazines. I got some bad bitches rolling up blunts for me. Hop in the rotation, true story you can see. Even your bitch eyeballing wanna hit the tree. Smoking on weed, living life with my homie Breeze. I got that green thumb, I grow my own fucking weed. And if I got some problems, I'm hitting heavy tea.
Yo, 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 what is? Welcome back, Heavy T's Grow Show, right here on the one and only world-famous DFZ radio, home of Dr. Bob Gardner's Adrenochrome 2.0. That's synthetic. Right. He has synthesized it.
Yeah, no more torturing kids.
He has rubbed it on his head, and his hair is growing back.
It's coming in.
He put it on his Xbox One, and it updated in less than 5 minutes.
Wow.
Because of the adrenochrome synthetic.
You put some on your LED lights and UV magically appeared.
And I started getting 3-a-light with LEDs.
3-a-light with 200 watts of LED.
That's
and
the
you
way.
call in Heavy T, just like Mo Buddy. Yo, Mo, what's going on?
Hello?
Yo, you on the air?
Yeah, I'm on now. I finally hear y'all. This is the first time I can actually hear y'all.
That's great, man. Check it out. St. Diesel's doing his job.
Let's see how long it lasts.
Yeah, we'll see how long that lasts. Good point.
Fuck yeah, I can dig that.
What's going on?
Shoot, man, how y'all feel about these new, not really new, but the single, like, admins, like, amendments and stuff?
You mean like...
Hello?
Yeah, we're here. You're not about to be... I know, the phone's fucking up again, Saint.
I told you.
You told me.
Girls don't like me.
You mean like those individual raw...
Your microphone's not even on, dog.
Why I been off? Why you even cut me off? I didn't even yell tonight. I had my fucking modular voice checked.
All right, so the single individual, like just straight salt, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, and secondary and micros.
I'm thinking like you know, like the nectar of the gods. They're one shot.
You know what's up
You know
with
how
the one
they have
shot?
the one admin every 3 to 6 months.
Oh, you're talking just like time release for outdoors.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. Oh, it's for outdoors.
Yeah, I mean.
All right, man. We were trying to figure that out earlier today at the shop. We were talking about it. We were like, okay, so how does that work? If we want to just shut it off, or we want to give it like a half a shot, We just gotta flush early.
No, so usually time release like that are for outdoor. It's for a full season. You can mix some like grows in early in veg and let it ride through the first part of bloom, but you really got to know what type of strain you're working with, what the intensity of your environment is, basically how much nutrients being used. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to dial it in off Jump Street. That's why a readily available nutrient and a grow medium that's inert like cocoa is why I would wish every grower would aspire to be a cocoa ninja, because you get the best of both worlds, right? You can water your plants, full strength nutrient, and grow a fast growing plant like cannabis in an 8-week cycle and maximize every window that you have to maximize the different parts that you need to during those 8 weeks. But also you have the buffer where it's a larger grow medium and it stays nice and moist, but it has a high air to water ratio, so you're not going to get root rot. And so you don't have to water so frequently. You don't have to be in like a hydroton or even rock wool where you're watering maybe 2-3 times a day, or even where you're in a DWC system or something. Those type of systems really are more labor intensive as far as keeping your eyes on things, or they're more costly on having you keep your eyes on things because you need to buy the appropriate monitors and whatnot to keep a look on everything that's going on. So with cocoa, though, you water full strength. So the time released, going back to that, is cool. But, you're talking about a 6-month period. So, yeah, got a big enough plant. The plant's growing outdoors with the intensity of the sun. It becomes like a tree. It's going to use those time releases and use them up real quick like. But if you're indoors, controlled environment, 8-week flower cycle, or even a light dep, I would not be using.
Your metabolism's so much slower inside there.
I would not be using time release, because you're not going to optimize each and every window that you need to.
Yeah, that's the same thing. My grow shop I go to, that's the same thing he said. We had a long talk about it.
He's a smart motherfucker.
We politic back and forth about it, and we were like, man, it just don't seem right for the indoor, and we didn't know it was for outdoor, so we were sitting there trying to read up on it at the same time.
Well, plus most of those things are
grow shows on the night. Ask the question.
And most of those things are organically based, and they smell like really bad. They smell really bad, okay. And so you're indoors, and your whole grow room smells like ass.
You got that biomarine inside your garden too?
My shit smell bad.
No, straight up. But you can use them indoors. Like, you're growing weed, it's a weed plant. It's going to grow if it has food available. But if you want to grow the fire, you want to grow the best possible weed you can, you have to emphasize different nutrients at different stages of bloom. And I'll give you the 8-week bloom cycle. The first couple weeks, you're going to transition from what was emphasizing nitrogen in your vegetative growth into your bloom, which is going to be about equal parts nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, and you're going to start increasing your calcium and magnesium, because as a plant becomes hungrier, the quote-unquote hungrier for phosphorus, it's going to need that CalMag to be able to take it up. And the first 2 weeks after that, you're going to basically de-emphasize the nitrogen, emphasize the phosphorus and potassium. But if you have a time release in there that's heavy nitrogen based and it isn't completely broke down by those 2 weeks, by the first 2 weeks are done, you're not optimizing it. And weeks 3 and 4, you're not going to get those back. And those are the early bulking, 5, 6 bulking, late stage bulking and ripening, and then 7, 8 full ripening. If you're giving it something that was supposed to be taken up in the first couple weeks, in weeks 4, 5, and 6, you're just spinning your wheels. It's nonsense, but again, Dr. Baumgartner, it's weed.
So it'll still work.
So it may look healthy and stuff, but your boy that's growing in cocoa,
he's got to get less.
Using a program like 3-part or something like that, or the crop salt,
high performance,
and really dialing in what they need to dial in at the right time, they're going to have better quality, bigger pieces, higher terpene profile,
and just more weight.
Okay, I'm just running the Mission. I'm running the Mission fertilizer you sent me, and I'm running the Garden of the Gods soil.
Yeah, and
I'm not using too much swell. I cut down on the swell because I had one plant got a little iffy. I ripped her door away. Yeah, the rest of them are they're prospering real good. They're looking real good.
Yep, and when that's
I I was just asking because my life's got a little more busier than it regularly is because it's my busy season. I just wanted to know if that was just if it was an option.
It's an option. It's an option if you just want to have a grow that you come home with to some mids to smoke.
Nah,
you're
baby,
cool
I'm
with that.
that shit.
That's your option. You could grow fire, you could grow mids.
But we trained you better than that. You can choose to grow mids if
I'm
you
from
want.
Cali, but I live in Missouri, but I ain't growing no mids. Fuck that. I'll throw that shit away.
Hey, when Mo calls my song or when he calls my show, first thing he hits me with is, "You grow mids." Hey, what up with Mo Buddy Glass? He said, you grow mids."
That's a high probability.
I was like, you and Heavy T better prove some shit, cuz. I know y'all got some good. I heard y'all.
Don't you know you can never come at the Heavy T show?
Yo, you can come right over here.
No, you can't come at.
We're gonna give you what's it, Dr. Baumgartner? We're gonna have some Fafalo laced, Avid taken, Eagle 20 spraying, and it's gonna be better than everything in Missouri, right?
Well, I'm bringing down some sugar that's made with some KC barbecue rub I made myself, and then I'm gonna bring a whole bunch of rubs from down here in Kansas City.
Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing you for Kush Talk, Mo Buddy.
Yeah, when you come.
Hey man, I'm gonna see you at Kush Talk. We're gonna have fun at Kush Talk for sure.
I might be able to cruise up to it. We'll see what's good.
Get your hotel now, because it's janky out there.
Is it? Where is Kush Talk?
It's up there.
Don't get no hotel up there.
Oh, San Bernardino.
Sam, burn your hotel room down, Dino.
Yeah, Sandburg.
We'll just drive there.
It's called Sandburg, Detroit. All right.
They left San Bernardino, kicked them out, so now they
Sandburg, Detroit, Dino. Mo, I'm going to send you some smart pots, some green pads. The CO2 in your garden will make a huge difference with quality and quantity. Green pad CO2, an easy way to get CO2 in your garden. Hang them up, give them a squirt, let the CO2 rain down, and they are almost 8 weeks worth of CO2. So what's that? They cost like $30-$40 for a pack. I'm going to send them to you for free, but anyone else that wants to try them, inexpensive, effective way to get CO2 and really see the difference, the results that you can get in your personal grow, your home grow with CO2. I'm also going to send you some of that Purpinator, Mo. Nothing but good feedback so far. The Purpinator making it purple and making it poop out all kinds of trichomes, so we're going to send that out to you as well.
Hey, check me out. I'm still going to drop you off some barbecue season and shit with the chef when we meet up at the festival and shit. I'm going to drop you off some
San Bernardino isn't that far away from Long Beach, man. You should just come to Long Beach, make Chef fucking carpool you out there.
Drop off the sauce.
I'm a Long Beach kid, so I'm going to be out there in Long Beach.
Oh, yeah?
Over off the Cedar.
Oh, yeah, you. Long Beach Wilson in the house. What's up?
No, I live in Kansas now.
Yes,
but
okay.
Cali's my home. So
I feel you.
I'll be out there. I'm gonna have fun with y'all.
All right, we'll give you a pass when you come through. Come on.
Oh
through.
shit, man! Don't throw no mids in my face.
No mids in your face. We put some of that St. Louis rub on it. It's gonna be good no matter if it's mids or not.
Dog, I'm bringing Kansas City. Fuck St. Louis.
All right, Kansas City, wherever.
We're gonna put it in the air when you get out here.
I don't even know.
We'll get the city right when you come.
Send me my damn shirt.
There's no shirts either. Fuck your shirt.
And I owe you some ghee.
You got to come to San Bernardino to get that shit. I'm gonna send it with Chef. He wears 4 shirts all the time.
I'll just give you one.
He wears 4 shirts.
I'll give you the second shirt off my back.
It's the least sweated through.
Y'all go. Y'all be good, man. Be blessed up, man.
All right.
Stay doing what y'all doing. We love it.
Watch out for that jerk chicken too. It'll put your booty in the grave. All right.
He said, shh.
562-653-0707. You want to get hooked up. You want to talk grow. Let's do it. Next caller, screener, you might be able to put him on hold so I could pick him up. It's probably Marcos Pollos. I heard Marcos Pollos. Horty Chris?
Yeah.
You want to tell these guys to lock in the caller for us?
Oh, yeah, we need a good moment.
All right, here we go. Oh, wait, he's almost locked in. He might be locked in, Horty. Hold on.
Lock in the fucking caller!
Rock, are you there?
Yo.
Rock's on the phone. He wants to talk with Horty Chris.
What's up, my guy?
Hey, my guy. Fuck you, my guy. All right, Turbo, what do you want?
Turbo.
I got 2 questions, man.
Sure.
What's the first one?
When you're making clones,
if
it takes like over a week to sprout roots, am I not putting it in deep enough, or do I need to? I don't know.
How deep does he need to put his clones, Horty Chris?
At least like half the fucking little cube.
So deep, put the cube in the ground.
You should put the cut of the clone down into the cube. Are you using Rockwool or Root Riot type?
I can't hear you guys. What you say?
Are you using Rockwool? Are you using Rockwool cubes or like Root Riot Cocoa type cubes?
Rockwell.
When you put it in the hole that's in the Rockwool, you just want to push it down about halfway from the bottom of the hole to the bottom of the actual cube, just to get it to kind of seat into that Rockwool. You don't want to just stick it in the hole and let it not make good contact with the Rockwool in the bottom. So you want to kind of, once you hit the bottom of the hole, push it down in a little bit. If your clones are really thin or flimsy, you may want to take something and put in the hole and kind of like push down to make a little spot for that clone to go into.
Yeah, like a chopstick.
Right. Or like
a butt plug.
Yeah, like a butt plug.
Yeah, totally.
Use a butt plug.
I don't know where this show's going tonight, but I like it.
So it's not just the tip, but it's also not the whole thing.
Right. And typically it depends a lot on the health of the plant, the genetics, what your method of cloning, what type of cloning solution you're using, the humidity levels, how quickly you let the cubes dry out, that the plant will actually start to burst out roots. But some plants will take 14 days, some will take longer, some will root in 3 to 5 days. It really just depends on a lot of variables. But if you haven't gotten roots in 7 days, I wouldn't say that's necessarily a bad thing, but you may want to try to let the cubes dry out a little bit. Typically, after about 3 days of being under the humidity dome, the cut that you've made has sealed itself off, so you can start to remove the dome for short periods of time to allow fresh air into the humidity dome and also to allow some of the water in the cubes to evaporate. If you keep the lid on the dome on the actual clone tray and you have them saturated, completely soaking wet, and they're not drying out after 7 days, the plant's going to be lazy. So what you may see is that if you were to pull one of the clones out of the cube, you'd see like almost like little bumps or warts on the stalk where the cloning solution has caused it to start to callus up and where it's going to grow roots. But if it doesn't start to dry out, the root won't pop out of that little callus and start to actually go through the cube. So after 3 to 5 days, you should probably be able to actually keep the lid off, and you should let the clone cubes dry out to where, like you would in your medium, go from completely wet to almost dry before you re-water the cubes again. And that helps a lot.
And like Horty was saying, the biggest mistake people make is overwatering their clones, spraying them too much, the dampening off, trying to accelerate things that they normally wouldn't be able to accelerate with humidity. And definitely certain strandivars, dry BMC, they do take longer to root. If you want to speed that up, you need to treat the mom, usually with a product called Clonex Mist from the makers of Clonex. You treat the mom 3 days, for the 3 days up until you take the cuts, and they'll root faster. They root almost 30% faster. So if they took 10 days, they're going to root in 7 days.
Also, if you're under T5s or other fluorescent bulbs, you need to change those bulbs out every 6 months. If you've been cloning under one of those domes that has the built-in T5 bulb and you've had that bulb for over 6 months, it may look to your eye to still be bright, but it's not putting off the proper light that the plants need to grow. So it's going to be really deficient. So you need fresh bulbs.
Yep.
Go ahead. Just to reiterate too, the pH is super important. I mean, the 5.5, and that's where the root development gets done. I mean, if your water's
second question.
If your water's up there,
my
in the
roommate's
pH,
pissed at me
be rough.
because my dog pissed on his plant.
Yes.
And he thinks it's ruined. But I told him it should be fine. Just add some water.
Well, is it dead?
I can hear it here.
No,
Just
it's not. It's not. It looks normal. It's just been pissed on by my dog, and he's pissed. He says that I ruined
Where's your
the plant
roommate's
and
plant?
Died, but it's been like a week, and it's shrunk.
Where's your roommate's plant?
Probably in the backyard.
It's in the backyard.
Tell them that plants in the wild get peed on by animals all day, and they're fine. Yeah, you're right. Just add water.
Okay.
It's all good.
Yeah, but rinse it off and flush it out. But urea, straight up dog urea, Probably not the best thing to be adding.
You don't want to. Yeah, you don't want it to always be on your plant like all the time.
I mean, I know some guys.
and if it actually peed like sprayed all over the flowers,
No, that's gonna fuck
yeah,
it
that
up.
sucks too.
I've heard of some guys that are hydro shop locals that drink their own piss and sun gaze. I mean,
Yeah, the dreadlock hydro guys.
yeah, that work at the hydro
Well,
shop.
I told him to just keep flushing and it should be fine.
Yeah,
And he's like,
then
no,
and
you're
that's
wrong.
exactly right.
Hey, you want to make
I
it?
just wanted to ask you that.
You want to make it right with them? Go down to your local hydro store, pick up some a nice little insect killing soap, and get them a nice bottle of some nutrients. Tell them, hey, this is gonna clean the plant. This is gonna make your plant healthy. I'm sorry about my dog. Please don't poison
So
my dog.
sorry.
Yeah, here's a gift for your plant.
What kind of dog was it too? Because if it's Doberman piss.
You want to? I'll bet you right now it's a pit bull.
Pit bulls
He put you on Pit Bull Street. What's the verdict? What kind of dog you got?
It's a pit bull.
I fucking called that shit with Braille. Listen, Rock, I'm going to send you some Green Pad Juniors for your cloning, as well as some garden spray for your buddy's outdoor plants. Hopefully, it doesn't say it'll keep dogs away, but maybe it will help. A garden spray, it's an organic insecticide. It's from the makers of Terpinator and Purpinator. It uses a combination of food-grade organic oils and citric acid to deliver a three-pronged attack on common garden pests, including aphids, whiteflies, fungus gnats, spider mites, flies, beetles, broad mites, and thrips. Broad mites! Dude, did you hear that, Chef? You could be saved. Your broad mite farm is in jeopardy. Go to riseoflora.com, learn more about Guard in Spray. It's also the most concentrated, pesticide on the market over there. Organic pesticide, so you get the most bang for your buck. All right. Rock Diesel, peace in the Middle East. All right, man. Good luck with the pee and everything. That's how the strain cat piss got started, right, Dr. Bommy?
Yeah, because the strain smelled like cat pee, though.
Can
right?
I call you Little Bommy from now on?
Yeah.
I think your new name is Little Bommy.
I should be Little
And then
Bommy.
at the end, we got Little Horty. And then we got Little Jeffy.
Little Cheese Whiz.
And we got Little Saney. And I'm Heavy T.
Everyone else is Lil.
Lil. What do you think about that?
We should start a band and call it the Hydrophonics.
That's what, that rap song, we should all be in it, and those will be our rap names.
Right, so, allegedly, in Long Beach, Hash Bar OG is out. White Tahoe Cookies is in. What say you?
So this is the new Strandivar, given to us by P Manager Matt on Instagram.
Not us. Someone else.
Yeah. P Manager Matt.
Allegedly.
He's wanted to be shouted out.
Okay.
He said, shout me out so I get more followers on Instagram. It's p.manager.matt. Instagram.
WTC.
You want shout outs? Okay.
And so, we got the White Tahoe cookie. And so I got that one because everybody in my DMs was saying, I don't know why you keep hyping up the Hash Bar OG when the White Tahoe cookie is Archive's flagship Strandivar. I was like, well, I got to try this. And now I have it.
We have it.
We have it.
We have it. And how many cuts do I get for breakage of the Hydro Shop mirror?
Well, at least one when it's big enough to take one.
One?
It's right now. It's just a little baby.
And all these 5-gallon pots that are floating around in boxes around here, you got to come buy these.
I'll take those too.
Fuck yeah, you will.
So those came in?
No, after I reordered them for you, allegedly. I don't know anything about that. Let's take a quick break. 562-653-0707. Enjoy the sweet tunes of the Saint Diesel, Saint 562. The California, it's dropped. The new track California with Baby Easy E and the Saint Diesel.
That's
up
right,
in there.
E3. You can check that out on iTunes, Spotify, Pandora. Just make sure you search the Saint 562, Baby Easy, or California, and you can find it.
You got another taste for him on that?
That's real shit.
Huh?
You got a taste of California?
Hell yeah, let's do it.
All right. Here we roll. Call in, get hooked up, talk more shit. Heavy T's Grow Show. Ya dig.
Ya dig.
I don't have enough fist pumps for that. That was a lot of bangings right there, fool.
7-7 L code, riding down down the West Coast. Candy paint dripping cause I just got a fresh coat. California raised me, an LA baby. The Chevrolet raisin, scraping on Dayton's, riding down Rosecrans. Get with the program, call me the drone man, the hydros potens. Got your eyes low, lower than the ocean. Just west coasting through the coast with the potion and the best dro to smoke. The baddest bitches, girls in bikinis with ass and titties. The hustle game easy, you just can't believe till you see me on TV. Drive down the wrong street, might see the tech smoke. Hop in the ride and let's go to the West Coast. This life is like a movie. You meet a model bitch, then you fuck her like a groupie. California, 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 yeah, the county of LA. California, California,
Compton, California, yeah, the city where I was raised. Second son to Eazy-E, so don't be amazed. Same nigga, same flow, same mind frame. I'm all about the Lucci. Fuck minimum wage, cruising through these Cali streets, smoking on this OG. Cash rules everything around me, I need more cream. West Coast, get it in. What the fuck you think? Saying I'm riding with you, really though, this money in the bank. E3 hotter than the California forecast. Burning up these tracks, nigga, I need more cash. Yeah, I'm a bona fide hustler. Fuck with my family or cash and I'ma cut ya. Real G's get it, that's only the obvious. Go against us, you know you facing the consequence. I love my state, but I really hate the politics. Better keep stepping, buddy boy, in a pile of shit. Yeah, in a pile of shit. E3, get it in, nigga, I'm live as shit. 3, 2, 1.
California, yeah, the county of LA. California, California, California. What else can I say? California, A, in the county of LA. Just me and Mary J. As the world keeps spinning, like gold 100 spokes, engine running, Chevy gunning down the coast. Just let it roll. Who doesn't love to see a 6-4 hop down the block, banging Eazy-E and Pac? Motherfuck the cops. I drove in my ride, but I ain't even tripping. It's another summer night and about to get the dipping. It's California, A, got some beautiful women. Gotta see it for yourself, it's such a beautiful vision. Palm trees, palm weed, won't you ride with me? West Coast in, floating through these Cali streets. Cruising down the boulevard in the late night. Sunset to the daylight, we take flight. Lights, camera, action, fast cars and jewelry. Models and groupies, we film in a movie. It's a motion picture, everybody's a celebrity. Won't you take a picture? It's a motion picture, everybody's a celebrity. Won't you take a picture? Latin girls, Asians, black girls, Jamaicans, white girls, they all on vacation. Pop another bottle, yeah, we buy 'em by the case, and we spitting big faces. California, 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 yeah, the county of LA. California, California,
DFCRadio.com.
Hey, Dr. Duff, are you signing up for another one of those internet dating sites after your divorce?
Nah, I'm just ordering these freaking douchebags from China here. Just gonna be saving a lot of money on it. About $1 a bag.
Did you say douchebags?
Yeah, they're pots. They're fabric pots. They're, made in China. They save $1 a bag from all the other.
Oh, it sounds like an imitation smart pot or something.
Yeah, save $1, but, I'm pretty sure these douchebags are gonna work.
Dude, I had a buddy of mine who used those same douchebags. He bought them direct from China. It killed his whole garden.
Bro, what? So, I'm better off spending that extra $1 on a smart pot?
I'd get a smart pot.
Don't be a Duff man. Make sure to buy the original patented Smart Pot. Check them out at smartpots.com.
Hey, you started early, huh? You're gonna go get the green pad, see? That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go get it right now. Go on down to your local hydro shop. Tell him Shunny sent you. That's right, Shunny with the green pad. More CO2 in your garden. More carbon, more weight, see? You need to get that weight up to pay me back, see, Shunny? Go get the green pad Junior. Put it in your cloning dome, see? You're gonna get some more roots faster. Cut days off your cloning time. More harvest year round. That's right, see? Activated by humidity. 35 to 50%, so make sure that's right, okay? Go to your local hydro shop, see?
That's right. Go there now. More root, more fruit, more fruit, more root.
That's right. Yeah.
Meow. Meow.
Coming to grips with measuring pH is a fundamental part of ensuring a successful crop. Of course, having the right nutrient mix is important, but without a slightly acidic pH level, plants won't receive optimal benefits from the nutrients supplied. Blue Lab has a range of pH measurement tools available to help both the commercial and small-scale growers. These include the Blue Lab Guardian Monitor, the Blue Lab Combo Meter, the Blue Lab pH Meter, the Blue Lab pH Pen, and the Blue Lab Soil pH Meter. For more information, visit us online at getbluelab.com.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
You're listening to Heavy T's Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707 for your chance to talk to Heavy T, Horty Chris, and the Duff Man only on DFCRadio.com.
The cannabis portion of this show was designed as entertainment only for legal medicinal cannabis patients over 21 years of age and is not meant to encourage any other activity or use. Yeah, Dick.
The next level of growing is here.
The growing revolution is here.
DFCRadio.com.
DFCRadio.com.
Hey, I'm in the zone.
Dude, this shit is
All right, back.
Hey guys, it's Heavy T. As a longtime cultivator in both small and large gardens, both indoor and in greenhouses, I know the number one factor for being successful is to maintain an ideal environment and optimize my airflow. That is why I use and recommend FanTech controllers and EC fans. As the original inventors of the inline fan way back in 1974, FanTech uses the highest quality German motors and has revolutionary impeller technology. The EC fan creates the most efficient and powerful airstream of any fan in its class. And with the new Aeolus controller, maintaining the ideal environment has never been more simple. The Aeolus, with a variety of modes, allows me to control my exhaust and intake fans along with my dampeners from one easy to set up and use interface. And with the two expandable channels, I can maintain temperature set points in two separate spaces. So whether you're a hobbyist in your garage or a commercial greenhouse grower, it's simple. Use what the pros use. Use the FanTech EC fan and Aeolus controller. And if you're a retailer, contact Rambridge, Savant Plant Tech, or Garden Rebels Distribution and order yours today. Fan and controller sold separately.
Hey man, your garden smells amazing this year. What are you doing different?
Haven't you heard? We've been using the Terpinator.
Did you say Terpinator like terpenes?
Yes, exactly. Terpinator is designed to increase your plant's terpenes, which are responsible for everything from how your plants smell to how much flavorful oils they produce. Basically, Terpinator is the one-stop shop for an overall quality increase for your fruits and flowers.
That's awesome. You know, I can tell the Terpinator has not only increased the oils in all your herbs and flowers, but it looks like it's going to increase your dry weight as well. And dude, don't even get me started on those crystals. They look like mini icebergs.
Well, you better hurry up and get on board. It's flowering season right now. And since Turpinator is made right here in Sonoma County, you can literally find it in any hydro store in town. Boost your plant's oils and bring out flavors that will drive your friends wild. Turpinator. Sticky is an understatement.
San Jose Maximum Yield Grow X. I ran into, what was your name again?
Benji.
Benji from Seed Vault. What is Seed Vault, Benji?
Seed Vault is one of the biggest providers and distributors of seeds from California to the world.
And what kind of seeds are you guys specializing in?
Well, we specialize in name brands and really rare ones as well. Most of them are available on holisticnursery.com, shipped worldwide, and they're all guaranteed.
Okay, so if anybody that's listening out in the world wants to go check out Seed Vault, what's the website again?
holisticnursery.com. We're also on social media, on Instagram and Snapchat, at Seed Vault of California.
There it is. What's your number one seed seller?
Oh, man, I couldn't tell. The boss sells a bunch of them, you know. But one of the ones he's giving away right now a lot is that Katsu Pakistani, you know. So if you come by the booth, you might get a hookup on our overstock.
Damn, there it is. If you're out here in San Jose, go check out Seed Vault. Get some seeds, because they're hooking it up. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we out. Duffman here, the Grow X, San Jose, Max Yield. Just ran to Centurion Pro?
Centurion Pro, that's right.
Centurion Pro. What is Centurion Pro?
Centurion Pro is the most badass company that sells trimmers.
So you guys have trimmers, and how do these trimmers, how do they work?
Basically what they do is it works through kind of like a suction vacuum system, and it just trims your weed for you. So instead of sitting there ruining your back and your hands, you can run it through a machine that'll do it better than you and faster than you.
How much can you put through one of these machines? How fast would you be able to do like a pound?
Basically, well, putting in perspective, a hand trimmer can maybe, we'll say in 8 hours, like a work day. They can do about a pound to a pound and a half, or our biggest machine can do 160 pounds.
Damn, in one day?
That's right, in one day. You can run it even longer than that. We have people who run it for 17, 18 hours. They run 330 pounds a day through it.
Damn, and does this have like a blade in there that cuts it, or how do you put it in wet? Is the product, the flowers wet, or are they dry? How you do that?
Yeah, you have it has the capability of trimming wet and dry, and basically we have an 11-blade Toro cutting reel in there with a bed bar blade that's doing all the trimming for you. It's like 11 really high-grade scissors going at it at once.
Damn, so if they want to go find you on the internets, where do they find you?
They can go to www.cprosolutions.com.
There it is. One more time.
cprosolutions.com.
There it is. Thank you. And I'm Duffman. I'm out. Duffman here. Ran into Cindy, Blue Lab. Cindy, how are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good. So,
in there, Duffman?
I'm hanging in there. It's getting a little late. Everybody's a little tired, huh?
No, not tired.
Hungover?
No, not that for me.
I'm hungover.
Okay, that's what I was getting at.
And tired. I'm so tired.
You just need to take a little more B vitamin.
There it is, B vitamin. I need it. All right, anyways, there. Blue Lab Cindy here. Let's get serious with it. Dosers. You guys have them.
Yes, we have our new Pro Controller we just launched. So the Pro Controller is going to dose EC or ppm, pH, and it'll record your temperature. So not only does it dose with a peristaltic pump that doses about 120 ml per minute, but it also data logs, and then we've just launched our new Blue Lab app. So our Blue Lab app is going to go to a Blue Lab cloud. So we have our own private server. All that information will be saved for you. So if in case you lost your data for some reason, we can back it up for you. But we have our own app now. So no matter where you are in the world, I can pick up my phone right now and I can look at my New Zealand garden and I can tell you what's going on in the garden. So no matter where you're at, you're going to be able to check out your garden and know exactly what's going on.
That's pretty cool. That's the Blue Lab cloud. So like if you want to go on vacation and you're not, you got somebody watching your stuff, you want to make sure they're mixing everything right, or that actually everything's okay, right? And they're taking care of it.
Exactly. Now you know if they are or aren't. So you go away and all of a sudden you see that you're in alarm status. You'll get a push notification, and that will tell you that there's something wrong. So you look at your app and you can see exactly like your EC's at 3.0 when you're supposed to be at 2.5 or something like that, or your ppms are overshot, or maybe nobody's even fed for the day. So you've got employees that are working for you. Now you can keep track of your employees and know exactly what's going on, and you can address it right away.
There it is. Don't be slipping, employees, because Blue Lab going to be tripping on you.
That's it. You'll know exactly what's going on.
So go check it out, guys. Blue Lab, bluelab.com.
Bluelab.com, and that's our new Pro Controller, and you get to actually choose what pump size you want. So we've got a 120 mil pump, we got a 1200 mil pump. So you've got a really large garden. You get your choice. So when you buy it, everything's kind of a component. So the Pro Controller is about $1,100. The medium-sized pumps, you get 3 pumps that are going to dose pH, A, and B nutrient at equal parts, and that is about $899. So $2,000, you got a Pro Controller and pumps that'll take care of you.
There it is. Go automative. Go there with Blue Lab and go check out the cloud and fire your employees. Right, Cindy?
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but keep an eye on them.
Keep an eye on with Blue Lab Cloud and their pumps and their dosers and Blue Lab. Everything's good. That's right. I'm Duffman, San Jose, GrowX, Max Yield with Cindy. Thank you, Cindy.
All right, take care. Bye.
Bye.
DFCRadio.com.
This is the Legion.
Where do I even fart? Right here in the motherfucking chair. Same chair that fucking chef uses. Gives it to his guest every week. It smells like heavy cheese cheap.
It smelled like jerk chicken when I got here.
Smells like jerk chicken in the bed.
It's weird. That's weird. In the bed?
Yeah.
It's a work in progress.
I have a question
though.
about that track though, because I've actually heard a previous version.
Ellen, you have a question? Let me
No.
answer you, video game boy.
Okay, well, whatever. What happened to the other part of it?
Motherfucker, that was just a pre-release.
Right. Oh,
you can't be.
Okay, so I'm on the
We're
inside.
like
Okay.
Kanye. This is the white.
I thought for a second I was on the outside.
Red albums.
I thought I was on
Blue
the outside,
album.
but I just realized I'm on the inside. So
You
that's
was
okay.
on the inside,
Okay.
swinging from the left side.
Because I heard more.
Hidden from the Corona side. By the way, Chef.
Yes, sir.
Were you impacted by those wildfires out of your pad
No.
recently? No, I thought that was your way, man. But I'm glad that you're
No,
safe.
thank God. I didn't even know about them.
That was
honestly.
north.
Well, man, that's a
Thing
good
though.
opportunity to sell some CBD meals under people that need to eat.
That's right. I like to capitalize on disaster. You should see me on 9/11, fool.
You know
it was
that's-
crazy. I was out there with box of meals.
That's how
But
Bank
there
of
was
America-
no CBD, and just like today, no one cares about my food unless I put weed in it. Cheese wheel.
Hey, whatever.
I mean, you got to ride that.
You motherfuckers don't got shit to say tonight. This one's it's like
That's what's
That's
up.
a true response.
We're just trying not to offend you.
I'm like,
we
it's
have
either
been,
offensive or no conversation at all.
we have been warned. We have
Did my
been
wife
warned.
call you too?
No.
Or did your wife say, easy up on
I
that
haven't-
poor fat fuck? He
No.
watched Joker.
My
He watched
I
Joker
meant-
6 times this week.
I meant that. and the Joker. That's
that
It
what
was
Yeah,
good.
it
I was
it was
going to give
great.
you a fist bump.
I know. You just
What,
Almost
made it more
knocked
awkward
over
than
all
it
the
was?
you embarrassed Horty Chris. You don't even know it.
Yeah, you guys
That's-
can man bun out it.
That's when you know you're a real asshole.
What if we combine the two avatars of the chef and Horty?
Hold on 1 second.
And
I'm
it
sending
was
my mom
it
some
was a
money right
man
now.
bun with a chin strap beard, with a crazy Indian wife and then a crazy white wife combined.
My wife's not crazy. She's not Indian.
I know.
What part of that is
His
you?
wife is.
Your
His
wife's
wife.
Indian and crazy?
Yes, crazy.
Crazy Indian?
Let's not even talk
He
about
meant,
wives.
with
a dot or a
Let's
feather?
get off wives because
Oh.
Big Jack just got off all of yours. I mean,
Yeah, he has
hey,
a lot of free
It's
time
real
now.
sick when she's drinking.
Oh, yeah.
You meant Dr.
White
Baumgartner.
man give the Indian monkey on their back.
it's like she went to a Chargers game. All right. Let's get back to Talk and Grow, y'all. 562-653-0707. We got someone that wants to share a story with us. Rusty Shackle Elf.
Yeah.
Yo, you sharing a story?
Yeah. So, global yet local.
Oh, no.
Last time BMC had some beef with him on Insta, I, started following him and then just decided to start trolling him lightweight and then got into his DMs and basically got him to think that I was with his baby mama. And
Are you a professional ID troller?
he had his baby mama calling my phone through the Instagram app and trying to message me on like 3 or 4 different accounts. But he completely fell for it and was threatening to track me down, was going to search my IP address, threatened me of being a pedo or calling me a pedo, and yeah, dude's fucking crazy.
So to be clear, this is the same person that's been attacking Dr. Baumgartner.
This is the same guy that's been accusing me of being an adrenochrome drinker.
All right. Wow. All right. So he has a history of calling people these are making accusations against people.
Yeah, this is really
is that
funny.
What you call a little snitch? But I guess if you're fucking.
Oh, you there?
Yeah, we still here.
Well, it's funny that he called and said
Yeah,
that because I remember I was still talking to that global guy when this was happening before I blocked him and all that, and he was telling me like some guy is with my baby mama and he's DMing me and he like was totally believing it. I remember him falling for it.
Oh man, this is a great story. And I mean, I can't wait to see the memes that are going to be made about this. Hey, I'm going to send you a Black Market Cultivator T-shirt and swag pack, Rusty Shackle Elf.
I'll throw in a hat.
And there we go. We'll send you a hat as well. Thanks for calling in, brother. 562-653-0707. Let's go to Mexico. What up, Naid?
Yeah.
Yep. How's it going?
Good. I have a question.
Sure. We're here, brother.
Shoot.
Yes, sir. You are on the air. Naid from Mexico.
Okay, so my question is, okay, I'm a brand new grower with a really budget grow tent. It's my first grow ever, and I'm very confused about understanding ppm because I bought a pH kit up and down, and the only way you can tell what the pH is by, looking at the color and comparing it to the one on the bottle. And I seen that people are using ppm meters, and it was after I did all that. And I thought you would just, mix up all your nutrients and then pH up or down and then try to get it in that range. But I see people talking about, I'm in the 2,000-something ppms, and I need to lower it, and I'm just really confused about that part.
Okay, well, we can break down parts per million and what you're measuring when you do that and what you're getting when you don't follow that. Let me ask you this simple question. How do your plants look?
Right now, this is the very first week. I'm supposed to feed them tomorrow. Right now, it's about like 1.5 inches. No, it's like about 2 inches, actually. So it's about 2 inches. Tomorrow's supposed to be its first feeding. And I'm using a General Hydroponics Trio. And, yeah, I was just going to do that and then pH up and down to get it in the right, range.
Okay, so I'm assuming the little seedling or cutting that he has is just getting established, right? And what grow medium are you in?
I'm in Cocoa Core and Perlite.
Great. So you're going to have to feed nutrient each and
Cocoa
every
Ninja.
time. On that recommended dosage, you have a feed chart for the 3-part?
I'm sorry, you said if I have a chart for the what?
Yeah, do you have the feeding chart for the 3-part from General Hydro?
Oh, yes.
All right. So you see where it says cutting and seedling? You can follow that pretty much to a T. Don't move into the vegetative stage. If you're starting with the reverse osmosis water, chef, help me out with being a GH rep. In my experience, you're going to be anywhere from 3 to 800 parts per million in that early stage.
Following that standard recipe.
And it's going to be right in the wheelhouse of what those plants need.
In that vegetative state too. I mean, even I've seen people even go equal parts of things. Just to start them off with, then go into the cutting out the nitrogen.
As a GH guru.
Oh yeah, guru guy.
I'm just the rep. We have the almighty Horty.
You should have seen this guy guruing at the Charger Steeler game.
I've been using GH3
I'm from Mount Tuna.
over 20 years.
Born in Michigan, raised in Pennsylvania, born in Virginia, raised in Southern California, surfed down the fucking Mississippi.
Watch the Chargers get stomped by a third-string quarterback.
Easy, man,
it
bunaholic.
looked like a home game.
Man, bunaholic.
So, Do you have a meter, or do you just have the
Marlboro
pH drops?
breath man.
Yeah, I only have the pH up and down. I don't have a pH meter or the ppm meter. I don't have a soil pH tester either.
But you don't have any way to test the pH or the ppm.
Nope, not really.
Okay, well you're gonna need that.
Yeah.
I mean, you're trying to grow hydroponically, and you don't have any way to measure your pH or your EC or ppm.
He does for pH though.
Well, let's
He
get.
said he doesn't.
pH up and down.
He has pH up and down, but
He's
he
only
doesn't
got
have
the
a
he's only got the kit where you
But I-
test the color.
Chef, only one chef in the kitchen right now. Horty already stole it from me. Let him have it.
But I heard that you said that you tested the pH and then looked at the color and.
Yeah, that I do have it.
So you just said you didn't have it when I asked you. Anyways,
sorry.
That's
Okay,
all I
so
was trying to say.
you have the ability to test the pH, but not the EC, right? Or the ppm. Are you using RO water or tap water?
I was doing tap water because everybody said it was fine for growing the seed, and it grew perfectly fine. The very next day after I put it in the sunlight, it was a whole inch and a half. So it's working so far, but I was going to probably switch to spring water.
Okay, well, how many leaves are on? I think this might have just
This time
been,
of year,
this
I
has
use
just
fall
the
water.
two.
Yeah, he just needs to keep giving it water, keep it hydrated, let it dry down, hydrate it, get its first set of true leaves. Then we start the fertilizing
I'm not sure
program.
I would start fertilizing it yet.
Right.
Is what I was getting at.
Correct.
Full strength bloom nutrients.
And your original question
Encourage
too
root
was,
growth.
Your original question was, the ppm and the pH.
Correct.
Like,
Only
do
the
I
strong
need
survive.
another meter and stuff?
No.
And like the question, the answer to the question is you don't need another meter for ppm. The pH and ppm are two separate things. I just want to make sure you're aware of that right off the
Correct.
Okay, okay. I thought they were one thing after reading too many things, so I guess I just got confused.
Yeah, forums will do that to you, man. So trust your local hydro store. I don't know where you're at in Mexico, but
Yeah, they actually recommended me to you guys. They were really helpful. I went in really just window shopping, and I left with my
Okay,
whole little
so
beginner
look,
nutrient supply.
guys, we're muddling the waters a little bit more with Naid, but what I want to do is clear it up for him. Look, it's weed, dude. You're in cocoa. Once you start feeding it, it's gonna be just fine. You follow the recipe that General Hydro has worked on since 1977, and you're gonna be just fine. All right.
With no
your
ppm.
your pH is the most crucial part of your water that you should be testing. In cocoa, above 6 is fine. 6 to 6.5. Okay. You don't really want to go below that. You don't want to go above that, and you don't want to overwater it. You don't want it to be too moist continuously. You need it to go from completely wet to dry and let those roots search out water. The roots searching out water will force the roots to grow. The above soil line will start to grow. And that's when Dutch Master was saying that you could start fertilizing it. But guys, I'll tell you this right now. Off a seedling in cocoa with no food available, I have no problem with him using a light dosage of the 3-part or even a root.
Absolutely, like half strength.
A root stimulant like Roots Accelerator or a seaweed or something that has a little bit of nutrition but also facilitates those roots growing a little bit quicker as well.
And just real quick, what you've transplanted this seedling that popped, right? It was in a Rockwell cube or something?
No, it was just in a paper towel and water method,
Okay.
and then I threw it in cocoa core and perlite with a little bit of mycorrhiza.
Okay, that's good. How big of a
and then,
container do you have it in right now?
I'm sorry?
How big is the container that you put it into?
Oh, it's just a clear plastic cup.
Perfect.
I was gonna
say
it into a 2-gallon fabric pot.
Yeah, wait for a while till it's about a foot tall, maybe 6 to 8 inches tall, and you see the cup is full of roots. I would keep the cup dark around the outside so the roots don't die from the light exposure.
Yeah.
And poke some holes in the bottom of the cup so it'll drain. And if you're going to feed it any water, I would wait until you see not just the 2 leaves that look like fingernails that come out. Once the seed head falls off, once the seed falls off of the sprout, you know how it has the 2 small little leaves that come out across from each other that are round?
Yes.
You don't want to necessarily feed it at that point. It's just starting to grow. You want to keep it moist with the mycorrhizae. Once you see actual leaves starting to grow out of it, then I would give it half strength of the seedling recommendation on the GH chart, but do it in equal parts of the micro, the bloom, and the grow.
Okay, so don't
do like
different
three.
measures,
Don't do
right?
three veg, 2 micro, 1 bloom.
And guys, I think
just give it an even, flat, equal amount of all three.
Listen.
Okay, okay.
Guys, I think
then
that
I
would.
also bought
Well,
the
hold on
Cali
one
Mac
second,
with
Nate.
that, so
Hold
that
on one
was-
second, Nate. I think there's a case of too many chefs in the kitchen here, and we all are saying the same thing to them. But let's make it as easy as possible. When the leaves come that are serrated leaves with a 5-point blade or a 7-point blade, that's when you're going to start feeding. Until then, keep it hydrated under low light, like a fluorescent light, and let it show that growth. You can give it some root stimulant because it may need it, and it will speed that process up. You can give it a little bit of seaweed extract, but no, don't feed it right away. And then once the serrated leaves come out, start feeding it half dilution of the seedling. As it grows further, it will tell you, hey, I need a little bit more by the color that it's showing you. If it's a lighter green, it's saying I need a little bit more. And as it darkens up, you're finding that sweet spot. Yeah, you can do that with a parts per million or an EC meter. And that's what you read about what people do. But too often people rely on those as a crutch when really they're just benchmarks of what you're doing. They want to be a benchmark of you recording your observation, and that's an empirical recording that you can say, all right, I'm at 500 parts per million on my Blue Lab meter and on a 500 scale, and everything is looking great. Let me document that in my Grow Journal. Excellent. And move forward. It's not for you to read on a forum that some douchebag in the middle of butt-fucking Egypt is getting his 0.5 in LED in Ohio somewhere. And that he's telling you that he's running 2,000 parts per million, and he's got the secret Bud Candy Carbo Load, Hydroplex, Pure Blend, nothing recipe. When in actuality, what you're giving the plant is empirical. It is recordable with your ppm. And most people don't understand what that ppm is. You're measuring in parts per million everything that is not water. So 3-part is great. It's mostly minerals, synthetic. You're measuring nutritional value when you only have 3-part. You start adding humics and certain things that have organic matter, it's going to start muddling those waters that you're not getting a true representation of what the nutritional value is. You're just getting a representation of shit in your water that isn't water. Is it appropriate for the plant to uptake? Can the plant even uptake it? Well, that's up to the big brains at the nutrient companies to determine when they put out these feed charts and for you to follow along. So that's what I mean. Too often people take that crutch, that parts per million meter, and use it as a crutch instead of a benchmark recorder for what they are doing in their own grow, right? So if you want to measure in parts per million what you're giving it and you're using 3-part, I would take everything that had a nutritional value of, on those 3 little numbers, at least 2 of the numbers are above 1 to 2 and don't have organic material in it. So I would measure my 3-part, I would measure my CalMag, I would measure my Cool Bloom if that's what I'm using as my bloom stimulator. And that's pretty much all I would measure. Because once I start adding humic acids and things that help those things absorb better, they're going to increase my parts per million. But at the end of the day, they actually make my other parts per million, my nutrition, work better with the plant. So I don't need as much parts per million. It's more important to understand what the plants can absorb, how they're actually absorbed. pH is the key to that to start with. And then using the understanding of how things are chelated, how things are bonded together. And, the Grow Show comes in with that, but also a lot of reading that isn't on fucking forums, dude. And it's not in your favorite weed magazine necessarily. Some of them have great articles that you could pick up on, but it's about growing and understanding. And that relationship, to me, guys, is built at your local hydro shop. Because those guys back there, I mean, they come in, and people have the audacity to come in when you're recommending one bottle out of 1,500 on the shelves to be like, have you grown before, bruh? Like, nope, my name's Bob, and you're Slav. Fuck out of here. Basically. So, but you guys got anything to add on the parts per million EC?
I'm just, as a hydroponic grower, I would say that you should always be able to monitor your EC and your pH. And a meter is a good way to do it.
Continuous
just
meter.
so that you can, so you can keep an eye on it or whatever is fine. And of course, mostly using the EC just while you're mixing to make sure that your base nutrients are at a certain ppm or EC that you want it to stay in. Sometimes you'll accidentally add a cap of something and not be paying attention and pour it in twice, and you wouldn't know if you weren't measuring it, right? So, and you can keep track of what you're
said
doing.
use a meter, and I measured a cap.
So if you're using a meter and you're adding nutrients,
how many caps at 5
you can
ppm?
keep an eye on what the base nutrient level is. And then if you see burning, then you know that maybe you should back off a little bit for that particular strandivar. And if you see that it's lightening up, maybe you need to increase the ppm from what you have, but it's harder to do it without knowing what it is. So you should still use it as a way to gauge what you're actually doing.
And in a hydro system that's recirculating, rather than
in any hydro system,
right, but recirculating because you like to recirculate, right?
Yes.
But if you're monitoring that all the time, if something goes sideways with your pH, all of a sudden, you're not looking necessarily at the nutrition or something. You're looking at the root zone. You're looking at potential temperature changes. Same with your ppm. If you have a standard decrease in your ppm or increase from absorption of either nutrient or evaporation of water, you assume that what you're going to see that evening or on your record is in line with your thoughts. So when you're monitoring it, you're like, okay, 1200, 1150, 1125, 500. What happened there, right? So you see the dramatic increase, decrease, and you're looking at something else more than just the nutritional value. What the plants need, and it's awesome that we live in a time that people have been growing cannabis long enough and doing the heavy lifting like GH, like all the big nutrient companies, that they can put out a feed chart that it's goof proof, that someone could step in and grow quality cannabis without overthinking it.
Absolutely.
And that's what I'm saying is if you follow that chart on that 3-part right now, Horty, you know damn well it's going to be much better off than him trying to chase a ppm meter up and down.
I'm just saying just have the meter to know what you have.
I'm going to send this motherfucker a
I'm not
ppm
saying
meter.
it doesn't say on the label that it's going to be exactly this much ppm.
No.
Correct. But you should at least know what it is so that you can learn and have more insight into what the strandivars that you're growing actually have.
And a point for everyone that's measuring your ppm. If you're not starting with 0 ppm water, if you have hard water, tap water, well water, you need to deduct your ppm starting point from what your nutrition that you're adding.
Right. And that's a slippery slope in itself.
Right. I know, because you don't know what that represents.
He's from Mexico, so what's the water like that he's starting with?
Let's ask Naid, what's the water like in Mexico? Better than Flint?
No, I live in Long Beach, California. Sorry.
Oh, damn, you lying ass motherfucker.
Oh, well. Yeah, your water's shitty. We all live around here too. Yeah. Our water's shitty too. I'd use reverse osmosis.
No, he's gonna
water.
get the spring water.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you can RO it for sure, but you're gonna get the
or
spring
distilled water, whatever it is.
Yeah.
All right, Dr. Baumgartner, you're awfully quiet. Adrenochrom's kicking in or what?
Well, no, I was gonna like you said, so many chefs, but I was gonna add. I don't use a ppm meter, and I haven't had one in a long time, and I just go by like mils per gallon or teaspoons per gallon.
Because you know what works and you know what you.
Because you're using so much phospholode, bro.
But a ppm.
It's always green. Any plant I touch just turns dark green.
But if I ask you what ppm or EC do you think you just mixed your last tank at?
It's probably like 1300, but
okay, but how do you know that it's probably 1300?
Because
you've checked
I've
it
checked before. Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at. He's
Yeah,
just
sure.
starting.
He's
He's just starting, right?
So yeah, no. I was gonna say I agree with you, and like for beginners and everything, they want to know what their ppm is so they could see like what it is, and then master growers that have a recycling or recirculating system, they want to see because it changes daily and stuff. But like I just feed fresh water, so I'm like, okay, here's a fresh 100 gallons. This is what goes in the 100 gallons.
Right.
And then just water it.
I like you, man, but you're crazy, man.
No, I mean that's how you do it.
Man.
Jack is actually just telling the true story
Yeah,
of a
yeah,
grower.
man.
At that point, you get to there, and what
How
Horty
much
is
you
saying
pull
is
per
that you
LED?
need that tool
Right.
early on
You
in
need
your
those
career.
training wheels in
and
early
then you
on,
get to exactly.
so you can keep track of what you're doing and realize that
It's just like
when
the
it
hand
was
scale.
around this.
See, we don't even need Dutch Master to say what he's going to say because we got you to tell us what he was about to say.
Yeah, I love
Thanks,
it.
Gordy.
I just have to start it off, and then he just
he can finish the sentence.
We're on the same
he
level.
carries me away.
We're all master growers.
We're on the same level.
Everyone but Chef. All right, 562-653-07.
And on that note,
You can't leave yet. We're going to hook this motherfucker up.
Gotta hook him up.
Naeed, you got a Blue Lab PPM meter. That's
Boom.
a mid-show grand prize right there, doggy.
Damn.
I'm also going to send, that's a $120 value. I'm going to send you some Smart Pots as well. Smart Pots, originally from the OKC, the original fabric pot. Beware of imitators, those cheap Chinese pots. They'll fuck you up. That BPA, those heavy metals, Smart Pots ain't got nothing like that. And it's the real deal, Holyfield. And I'm also going to send you some Purpinator, which you will find out it will make your unit completely purple.
Jesus.
All right.
I seen the memes.
562-653-0707. Longtime supporter, Duffrey Soldier, Achizzy. Achizzy.
bless you.
Hello?
Yeah, take
Hello.
it easy. Okay.
How are you, my friend?
I can barely hear you guys.
Well, did you
One
know
second.
Jerk Chicken put my booty in the ground?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello, what's going on, player?
Achu,
I don't
what's
know
your
if
question?
I don't know if it's on my end, but I can barely hear you guys.
Are you on speakerphone?
Now I'm not, but you guys still sound super far.
We sound super far.
Well, we can hear you. What's your question?
Where are you at?
Where are you at right now? Tell us.
I'm all the way in Compton, man. That's pretty far, you know?
Hell yeah.
So far away from me.
All right, man.
That was a setup. Horty was setting that up.
Come on. Chizzy, we're all going to shut up and let you get your question in. What's your question?
All right, for sure. So, I got some plants going late in the season, and I was wondering what I could do to keep them from rotting with all this humidity and morning dew now that the cold settled in.
Go ahead. Outdoor Ninja.
Morning dew.
I'm the outdoor ninja now?
No, but yeah, you're the horticultural specialist.
Well,
You got bud rot.
Well,
I got to get a beer.
if you already have bud rot.
Serenade.
Bring
you
them
can
in
use-
at night.
Yeah, you could use that. But if you
Plant
wanna,
therapy.
if you
Garden scrapping.
I mean, like, let's be honest. Are the buds? Are you got big buds going on there? Like that kind of comes with that territory in the outdoor space. So sometimes it's like right now where we're at. It's in Compton. You're not getting temperatures or humidity spikes that are gonna necessarily cause that, but you might be getting large buds that are trapping moisture and then causing that.
Would you use a biological?
You could
control
use
on it?
that, but come on, bud rot. If you have it, you need to cut it out.
I think he's trying to avoid it, right?
Yeah. So if you're trying to avoid
I don't
it,
have it yet.
if you're trying to avoid it, then
Garden
you're not.
spray will do it.
You're limiting
The
your
citric
sprays.
acid in there will
Citric
do it.
acid, exactly. Citric acid. Some other products with oils in them can act as a protectant because they just basically smear themselves across the leaf and act as a barrier. But
Kind of like Cordy on my show.
yeah, really, if you cutting large leaves out, getting more space in between the leaves, crossing sections, eliminating those, opening the plant up, things like that, airflow, is what's going to help eliminate that. If you're getting any bugs, if you have any sort of bugs or caterpillars, their waste causes things to mold. So trying to eliminate things like that. So just some sprays to act as a preventative, and then opening the plant up. I mean, getting some space in between there and airflow.
Hey, Dutch. He said he got a late start, right? So
Yeah,
I'm
well,
sure
right
eventually
now it's good.
It will get to where maybe the dew is affecting it. Could he at
Morning,
night put them in the garage or somewhere where they're not in that colder temperature?
100%.
Like
That's
indoors?
actually I actually assume a lot of people do that because that's a higher it's kind of doing the indoor thing for your plants if you can't really do indoor, but you can like add that little
Especially at the
protection,
end.
make them more comfortable. Yeah, of course, because at that point you're just trying to. Okay. Do you want to go at it?
I can't move them.
Right. That's what I was
Okay.
assuming. That's what I was assuming. You're. I didn't ask, but you're right. Heavy T, you want to
What?
outdoor ninja Heavy T with the farm in the mountains that's probably dealing with things like this?
I'm Allegedly. In the desert. I'm in the desert, and it's all hemp flower. Listen, hemp flower. By the way,
CBD.
by the
Are
way,
you do the Men in Black flash on the camera?
Buyer,
There it is.
buyer beware. All right, there's people selling hemp flower straight out of Compton as great, real good stuff. It's not a chizzy, but it's other Compton knees.
And it still looks better than your indoor.
Good one, chef.
It wasn't your indoor. Jeez, you took that real personal. Did I hit a soft spot? Oh.
Stop yelling. Let me talk to a chizzy for a second. A chizzy.
Yes, sir.
Just keep rocking it out, man. Open it up like the homie was saying for the airflow. Take off the dying foliage as it, the fall colors hit. Take those leaves off. Keep spraying it down with your caterpillar killer. The biggest thing that will cause botrytis in Southern California is the caterpillars burrowing in and causing those flowers to die. If you didn't use it, it's not a real big point of using silica now, but for the people next year, you use silica, it will bolster the plant against fungus and other problems like that. So the plant has natural defenses, basically. I really like garden spraying. Like I said, you can spray it down every 3 days, and the citric acid will keep most mildews and molds away, along with other insects. Not caterpillars, though. The only thing that really works against caterpillars is Bacillus thuringiensis, the BT, and spinosad as well. You can use spinosad, but spinosad is a neurological. It has a neurological effect on the buds, and some of the Proposition 64, I guess, the CDFA outlawed spinosad use on most cannabis products because of the potential of neurological effect. Plus,
It gets you more high.
Yeah.
Well, it's also
yeah.
it's also been shown to affect bees a little bit
Right.
stronger than other insects, so they are very sensitive
Yeah.
to
Save
the
the
bee
bees.
population
Save the
Right.
bees.
as well. BT though,
You don't
BT,
mess with bees.
Bacillus thuringiensis caterpillars can't build it up. The garden spray takes care of everything else, including the mildew and mold. I'm going to send you some garden spray at you, or you can pick it up over at Long Beach Hydro. I'm also going to send you some smart pots and some mission fertilizers, including the Crazy Swell.
Woo!
I don't know if you got a farm in Compton, but if you don't, tell the homies that do. Bulksoil.com. Rolling soil up and down California, left and right, up and down, coast to Nevada border, in the mountains, in the desert.
They do it.
All the way to the warehouses and wherever the warehouses are. Bulksoil.com. Check it out. Makers of Mission Fertilizer and Sanctuary Soil. Thanks so much, at you.
Thank you, guys.
Love you. Oh, we got comments from Sticky420. I don't know what this is about. I got a feeling it has to do with Dr. Bummy. Sticky,
What's up, y'all?
how you doing, man?
Yo.
What's your comments?
I'm doing great, man. I appreciate all y'all's work.
Thank you. What's up? Tell us.
Oh, shit. Well, I definitely appreciate the song California by The Saint. You know, that shit kind of hit home for me real hard. I'm just a good old Georgia boy out here on the West Coast in the high desert, man, just doing my thing. And I follow BMC, man, Black Market Cultivators, man. He's the man, dude. Those memes are the shit.
Meme Lord. Meme Lord.
Yeah, thank you.
Hell yeah, good looking out, dude. Much appreciated, man.
Awesome, dude. I appreciate you tuning in as well. Let's send you some Black Market Cultivator swag pack. Talk to the screener. He's going to get that. And make sure to follow at Heavy T Grow Show and at Horty Chris. And, of course, at Hydroponic Chef
Hell yeah.
to see what's going on with your CBD Meals on Wheels fire recovery system from Chef. Coming soon.
We're doing a commercial.
Coming soon.
Really, man, I appreciate it.
All right, my
I
man.
already follow Heavy T Grow Show, man. I just got into it and everything.
Well, have you
Chef,
started growing yet?
I'm going to give you a follow.
Have you started growing yet? There's nothing better than growing your own. Then you actually start getting all the inside jokes, dude. So what's keeping you from growing your own? You on parole or something? Probation? No? Why are you not growing your own, dude?
Oh, no, I'm definitely doing my own.
All right, then. Well, step your game up. Tune in to Heavy T every Wednesday.
He knows where I'm at.
All right. Calm down. We don't even know that much. Damn. 562-653-0707. Thanks to Sticky 420.
He's like, over here at 19342 Littleview Road. Woo, in the high desert.
Please don't rob me.
Guess where it's at? 909996.
Yeah.
I got all kinds of weed growing.
You come knocking, I'll come shooting.
We're going to do some more Heavy T Grow Show. We're also going to do some other funny stuff here on DFC Radio. We're going to say goodbye to Hydroponic Chef. It's 8 o'clock. You got to go. You sticking around?
I would just like to say,
God bless America.
I'm not from Ohio.
All right.
God bless
Allegedly.
America. From Indiana.
He won't say where he's from, though.
Yeah.
It's not Ohio.
It's
not Ohio.
I'm from California.
It's not an abandoned warehouse in downtown Oakland that burned down recently that he used to promote.
Definitely wasn't the ghost.
Was that
ship.
the party
That's
the
not
party
funny.
the
That's
party
still not
place?
funny.
Yeah, it's still not funny.
We'll be right back on DFCRadio.com. Yeah, dig.
We so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah, we so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah. We so high. Big split smoker, don't need no roller. So roll my doja, I can first show ya. Big stage older, crystal miss cola. Sticky as the growers, we gon' teach more up. We gon' see more bud, pockets on forest. Yeah, they cheer for us, cause we got more of what they want in store plus. If I can't fly, I'ma puff till I soar up. Good day for 'em. The way I run these trees, you could say I run forest. Yeah, I run for it, run toward it. Haters can't ignore it, all that ladies love it. It's so euphoric, they so blatantly adore. Bumping all the cuts as we cruising to the night. Like that cut from DJ Quick, cause it's going down tonight. Just sliding at the split so I can hit it while I ride. And shorty looking swift, I'ma hit it while I drive. We so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah, we so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah, we so high. Fire up another split. Take a hit, show life I'm fucking with. And I'd be lying if I said my life is perfect. I'm hurting inside enough for me to catch a burden. Lungs turning black, smoke till my chest is burning. Can't hold back, I'm high till the morning. We brew money, it's the only thing that levels me. You can call it remedy, but never gets the best of me. Twist to get it lifted while I'm shipping to the bitches. Got me feeling like the riches, I'm on it, so get with it. Flipping on that killing soul, smoking with it privilege. Take it higher than the gifted, so don't mind if I'm tripping. Gotta keep my hustle up, so I smoke the top shell. If your lungs are strong enough, smoke with somebody else. I need that good, burning like wood should. Like good wood, burning like good wood should. So high, can't touch the ground. Look at me, I'm Superman. I wanna go up, light the blunt, light it up and have so much fun. So high, can't touch the ground. Look at me, I'm Superman. I wanna go up, light the blunt, light it up and have so much fun. We so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah, we so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah, we so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah, we so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. Yeah.
Hey, I'm in the zone.
Dude, I'm in the zone.
Every Wednesday night from 6 to 10 Pacific Standard Time, who's hooking you up with the dopest grow knowledge and the freshest grow gear?
Heavy T's Grow Show. Thank you so much. I love it.
Hey,
every day.
Thank you for
Every
the
Wednesday.
thank you for the birth.
You're gonna go get the green pad, see? That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go get it right now. Go on down to your local hydro shop.
Tell him Shunny sent you. That's right, Shunny with the green pad. More CO2 in your garden. More carbon, more weight, see? You need to get that weight up to pay me back, see, Shunny? Go get the green pad junior. Put it in your cloning dome, see? You're gonna get some more roots faster. Cut days off your cloning time. More harvest year round. That's right, see? Activated by humidity. 35 to 50%, so make sure that's right, okay? Go to your local hydro shop, see?
That's right. Go there now. More root, more fruit, more fruit, more root.
That's right.
Yeah. Meow. Meow.
You are listening to the Heavy Tea Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707 for your chance to talk to Heavy Tea, Horty Chris, or Dr. Duffman. Killing it.
Boom! Happy birthday.
That was awesome. Sorry, Horty. Game over.
Hey, Dr. Duff, are you signing up for another one of those internet dating sites after your divorce?
Nah, I'm just ordering these freaking douchebags from China here. Just gonna be saving a lot of money on it. About $1 a bag.
Did you say douchebags?
Yeah, they're pots. They're fabric pots. They're, made in China. They save $1 a bag from all the other.
Oh, it sounds like an imitation smart pot or something.
Yeah, save $1, but, I'm pretty sure these douchebags are gonna work.
Dude, I had a buddy of mine who used those same douchebags. He bought them direct from China. It killed his whole garden.
Bro, what? So I'm better off spending that extra $1 on a smart pot?
I'd get a smart pot.
Don't be a Duff man. Make sure to buy the original patented Smart Pot. Check them out at smartpots.com.
Big cities need a fast-paced life to grow. And in my fast-paced garden, I use the Big City Hydro Mix. It's available in bulk anywhere in California, organic certified, and made with calcium buffered cocoa. With a consistent pH, it works well with all container gardens and conventional feeding programs. Check with your local grow store for bags.
Check us out at bulksoil.com.
Heavy Tea hooked me up, man. Thanks.
That's right.
You are listening to the Heavy Tea Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707 for your chance to talk to Heavy Tea, Horty Chris, or Dr. Duffman. Killing it.
Hey man, your garden smells amazing this year. What are you doing different?
Haven't you heard? We've been using the Turpinator.
Did you say Turpinator like terpenes?
Yes, exactly. Turpinator is designed to increase your plant's terpenes, which are responsible for everything from how your plants smell to how much flavorful oils they produce. Basically, Turpinator is the one-stop shop for an overall quality increase for your fruits and flowers.
That's awesome. I can tell the Turpinator has not only increased the oils in all your herbs and flowers, but it looks like it's going to increase your dry weight as well. And dude, don't even get me started on those crystals. They look like mini icebergs.
Well, you better hurry up and get on board. It's flowering season right now. And since Turpinator is made right here in Sonoma County, you can literally find it in any hydro store in town. Boost your plant's oils and bring out flavors that will drive your friends wild. Turpinator. Sticky is an understatement.
Hey, what's up? Shout out to my man, DJ Saint, my brother.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
That was awesome.
You are listening to Heavy Tea's Grow Show on DFZ Radio Network.
DFZRadio.com.
This is the Legion.
We're live? Oh, does chocolate grow on trees?
I don't know. Does chocolate grow on trees? St. Diesel, what say you?
Yes.
I think it grows in the ground from the cacao bean that's harvested from the cacao of the cacao indigenous cows of cacao region of
the cacao chocolate tree.
Cacao. What's that one? Caribbean
Cacao.
song? They also have the blue liquor. Cacao.
Cacao.
How do you say that in country?
What's that shit that they be smoking?
Horty Chris probably knows. Horty Chris, where does cacao come from?
South America.
Where does chocolate come from? Trees?
South American trees.
Beans.
It comes from San Francisco, the Ghirardelli factory.
Oh, Hershey.
But the beans are in a tree?
Yeah, and they're in Mexico.
They grow on a bush.
That's a chocolate bush.
Chocolate bush.
Oh, great.
Maybe Dutch will know.
Dutch Master probably knows. He knows everything.
Okay.
Faster than a rolling ball. Hold on. Let me say it.
Okay, you
Faster than a rolling ball. Here comes Mr. Know-It-All. Dutch Master.
So I'm saying chocolate grows on South American trees. Horty's saying it's coming from a bush.
And I say that it comes from San Francisco, the Ghirardelli factory.
Yeah, and Tyler says the factory.
Yeah, chocolate.
Whoa.
Wait.
Whoa.
Why don't you go back to the other mic? It's better than that
You
one.
don't like me being so close?
Yeah, that part too.
He's wearing Steeler colors.
The other mic's better, and the seat doesn't squeak.
Squeak, squeak. Go ahead. Tell us about the chocolate.
So it comes from a tree, and most chocolate. Yeah, you're right. It comes from chocolate itself comes from a factory because it has to be made into it, but it's from a nut that comes off of a tree from a large pod. And most chocolate actually comes from Africa.
That's right.
That's what they don't tell you, and it is one of the worst businesses. It's literally
because of how much it is a pound.
No, because
of the new
person
low?
farming it gets zero. Like sometimes don't even get paid. And then it goes through a giant trade system that is secured for only a select few to middleman.
It's like Prop 64.
And diamonds.
It's really, really disgusting.
It's like diamonds.
Coffee.
It's exploitation.
It's really bad. It's like one of the worst.
Should I throw these Happy J's chocolate bars away?
Give me one first.
No, but like even when he was talking about his chocolate comes from Belgium. Belgium is so far away from the source of where the chocolate is actually grown, like the cacao.
Where is the cacao tree? Where
only
is it
on
from?
the equator. So only places that are jungle-like on the equatorial in that latitude.
Aruba.
So very few places. South America, Africa.
Belgium has nothing to do with it. This is where the factory is.
Yeah, so they ship that shit all the way back, have it processed, and then guess what places buy it the most? You know, those types of places because it's a luxury. You want to be part of that status.
America buys the most chocolate, right?
Yeah, and we do have factories here, but a lot of ours comes from South America. But Hershey did this recently. They put a factory in Mexico. So
hell yeah,
it's actually a step forward, but it's really just a nasty system if you get into it. But chocolate is grown on a tree. It's processed. The processing system to get from the nut that they use, it has to be fermented. It's crazy. Yeah, they
fermented, roasted, right?
Yeah, it's a lot. It really is a lot.
So what you're saying is go vanilla. Not
Oh yeah, that's grown on a beautiful orchid.
Latte.
It's grown on a beautiful orchid.
Are people exploited that way too?
Yeah,
probably. It's hard to get vanilla to grow well, but you can do it in greenhouses even here. So
where
you can produce it yourself.
That's what we need.
Long Beach City College.
Long Beach City College.
Yeah. Yep. They got
shout out to
in the greenhouse.
Alma
they
mater
have
kicked me out twice.
They have vanilla bean orchids, and I actually produced some of them there and sold some there for the plant sale.
If I grew cacao, I'd only grow it for the leaves.
Well, that's different.
I think that's cocoa.
Yeah, it's different. That's actually cocoa. Yeah, it's weird, but it's different.
All right.
You call it cocoa, I call it cacao.
You know,
whatever.
Let's go to Eddie in Washington. Eddie has a question for us. He's growing in week 3. And he sent me some pictures on Instagram at Heavy Tea Grow Show. Let me pull it up real quick, Eddie, so we know what we're talking about. Damn, Eddie, this is looking proper, man. What are you trying to ask me?
So, Veg Bloom, using Veg Bloom with CalMag, week 3, and like the centers of the leaves are kind of yellow, like a light green.
Okay, I don't see that too much, man. But if
Here, guys, I'm going to pass this around. I think he's referring to this picture. In the center of his canopy, it looks like it might be a little bit lighter color. But that is going to be standard in most indoor gardens. Where the intensity of the light is the greatest, you are going to have a lightening of color or an acceleration of photosynthesis, right? Photosynthesis needs light, water, and CO2 to be occurring. If the light's more intense, everything within the plant is going to be moving faster, meaning it's going to need more food as well to keep up with that process. And you'll see that in the middle of your garden if it's due to that type of acceleration of the photosynthesis because the light is more intense. But it also can happen because of heat or actual too much light occurring. His garden, if you want to pass it along.
That picture right there, Dutch, to me looks like he's got a little something going on. Leaf tips are the edges are serrated, edges are curling up.
Like you said,
it's
maybe
yellowing
heat,
out near the edges.
Maybe heat because that's like the telltale
What type
sign.
of light is it, Eddie? Eddie. Eduardo.
Shit, I had you on mute. Shit. Okay.
Motherfucker, I'm going to put you on mute, dog. Two can tango, bitch.
Jesus.
Get back. Yeah, settle down, Dutch Master, before you get kicked out with Chef. It's 8:15. Another motherfucker needs to leave.
Okay.
Well,
I'm glad to
that
be here.
escalated quickly.
All right.
They're in HPSs.
Yeah, you better be nervous.
How far are what wattage HPS and how far is the bulb from the top of the plant?
You want some, doctor?
Yeah, they're around 36 inches. I'm going to say a little bit lower, maybe 34.
I got something to say about
air conditioning?
1,000 watts. Leaf temperature is 78.
Do you have fans blowing between the bulb and the top of the canopy?
Yes, I have oscillating ones on the top of the canopy.
Are those tops
And
that
then I
you're
have-
showing us pictures of, are they pretty much in direct wind a lot of the time?
So one of the fans were. I moved it like 2 days ago. And the pictures aren't the best. I'm stuck at work right now. But
Well, if the fan was really like hitting that flower all the time, and like if it's close to the fan or like somewhere in the middle where the fan obviously makes more wind in the middle as it goes left to right than it does on the left and the right, that may just be from the wind causing like humidity issues in that little area.
Super dry.
Yeah, super drying it out. You could always just tilt the fan up and get it to just a little bit up so it's not as direct on that. It'll still keep the air moving the infrared heat that's building up between the bulb and the canopy and help circulate the room. But as your plants grow and get up into the fan's level, sometimes you need to also tilt the fans up a little bit. Like you have them low when you first put the plants in, and as they grow, you might need to change the angle on the fan as well.
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I just did that the other day, so I'm hoping that'll work.
It looks good.
But then I got worried because, like you guys were saying, that the edges of the leaves are really going up.
That can be a symptom of it being too windy.
Yeah, it's like
drying it out.
It's drying it up, so it starts to do a curl.
It's
So
also
more-
the
known,
edges dry
also
first.
known as wind rash.
Yeah,
So
and
more-
it's probably
more
really
Calmac.
crispy
Wind rash.
too. The edges of that is really probably just snaps
Also
right
known
off.
as ash hash.
Oh shit. Okay.
Wind ash.
So just get it out of as direct wind.
As direct.
Okay.
And if you feel like they're lightening and lightening up, and something that can also cause that kind of curl is a pH. But
More-
as far as
more
what I can
veg bloom.
see, it looks like you know what you're doing, and you got
Right.
a pretty good, a firm grasp on what's happening in your garden. So I imagine that you probably know your pH and you're in line with that.
The overall health of that garden looks fantastic.
Right, but it's just the ones that are sticking up high have that weirdness going on.
Because the listeners can't see the picture, I'm going to paint the picture right here. You're talking about a little bit of wind tip, a potential wind rash, but we're looking at the flowers. Their early stage flowers, the pistils are still nice and white.
Yeah, they're great.
If it was wind rash, they would be withered. They would be going back.
Well, they may start to do that if he doesn't correct it, though.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it looks great. I think that the light intensity is a little bit much. Raise it up. You could also increase your feed schedule to make sure to get that lightning color nice and dark. Don't look at the damaged parts and expect them to recover. You're going to clear those off. Look at the new growth occurring to make sure that you're back in line. But overall, Eddie, man, I think I will give you a round of applause
Yeah,
as a Duff
absolutely.
Race soldier,
that's
man,
great.
because The guys out there, I'm telling you right now, 95% of his garden is on point, top to bottom.
Yeah.
The light, the scrog that you have, where you're weaving it through, you're maximizing your grow area. And I appreciate you calling to try and fine-tune every little point of it.
Yes,
but
sir.
you get little stagnant gardens and these little personal grows. It's hard to move large volumes of air in equal matter. Raise that light a little bit if you can. Is that LED light or that CMH light? Did you already tell me that?
1,000 watt HTGS.
No, that's a HPS light.
Okay.
Well, possibly if it's on a digital ballast, maybe he has it boosted. Do you have it turned all the way up to maybe like 110 or percent or whatever?
It is maxed. Yeah, it is maxed out.
Okay,
Fuck
so
yeah,
if you have a dial, maybe you could just dial that back to
Fuck
1,000.
you, I'm going hard, dog.
Okay, well then you don't have to raise your
trying
light.
to get 10% less
He might
weed.
be maxed at his ceiling height.
10% more weed, not 10% less weed.
I mean, he said he's about 3 feet
Right,
from the
which
bulb.
is that's
but
the money. That's money.
Money, dog. That's my
It
weed.
just may be just those couple
I got
tops.
room to move it up.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my
Then go ahead and move it up.
medication.
Yeah. It won't hurt to move. It won't hurt to move it up. You actually will get a little bit nicer spread, and then you'll alleviate that center spot being too warm. Because like Tyler said, that's something Heavy T said.
Tyler's not here.
Heavy T said it.
Heavy
You
T
get
is
that in indoor gardens. It's something that is not
It's the
likely to be
intensity level.
escapable.
It's hard to even it out over a smaller area with a finite amount of room to raise the light. You're going to either have to deal with some of those internal buds maybe being a little bit frizzle fried, maybe having a little bit of yellowing, and so your entire canopy is beautiful. But dude,
Right.
top to
And-
bottom, dude, that scrog, the way he thinned it out
Absolutely.
and trained it, looks beautiful.
Another thing too is are the stalks of the plant actually, are they hard and woody, or are they still kind of soft and squishy?
They're pretty squishy still.
If they're still a little squishy, what you can also do on those couple tops that you have that are kind of doing that weird yellowing on the edge is you can go down below where that top flower is forming and just kind of pinch the stalk between your thumb and your index finger and kind of soften it over a couple inch, like 2-inch little area, and then bend that top over and kind of lay it down into a little spot where it's not touching another flower to kind of get it back down to the lower level of what the rest of the canopy is, if it's possible. You could try that on 1 or 2 of them and see if that works better than just leaving it up there, like do a little experimentation.
Yeah, if you can't raise it anymore, then do that.
Yeah,
But
and if you don't want to raise it and sacrifice light to the other flowers that aren't in that level, like I wouldn't sacrifice the light intensity for 1 or 2 tops. Like Heavy T said, if you have a couple of tops that get funky and get kind of yellowed out or whatever, but the rest of the canopy is full and dense because you had good light, you sacrificed them.
True that.
I wish the motherfucker
Appreciate
would
it.
contradict me again.
Hey,
All right, check it
just
out, Ed
punched your mic.
Rosenthal. Yeah, it's my mic, and so is that mic. So shut the fuck up. I'm gonna send you some swag pack, and dude, I'll tell you this much, Eddie. Black market cultivators always is like, I'm gonna prune that off because he saves money on the amount of Avid having less nug to spray down right under there. That's the prime
Yeah.
spot where your mites germinate, right?
But you should leave it to get more yield. I'm just ripping the mites out of there and throwing them away.
Do you actually? The mites add yield, but then you kill them by dunking it in Avid. That adds yield.
Yeah, the mites are heavy.
And then do you just dunk in a phosphoload, or do you still feed phosphoload?
You feed the phosphoload, Duncan Avid.
Okay. Good. And how much garden spray do we use?
Well,
the whole
gallons,
bottle?
the whole bottle.
It's like a 5 mil
Just
per
gallons
gallon
of it.
concentration. He just goes
Just-
full concentration.
Yeah, 30 mils of water per gallon of garden spray.
Right in the middle of the light cycle.
Right in the middle.
With the
High
lights on.
noon.
Yeah, with the lights on.
Let's talk to Tommy Cruz about yields, and then we'll let Black Market go. He's got to get going. He said he's got to meeting with a chicken Caesar salad that he has to go meet up with. And a Chihuahua. And HVAC dude that he still owes money. All right.
How do you know about that?
Whoa.
Because,
Airing out that
dog,
laundry.
I already know. I already know about the mirror. I know about the HVAC guy. I know about the cheating on me at Green Coast. I know about everything. Tommy Cruz, you're on with Dr. Baumgartner, and it's getting weird.
How's it going, guys?
What's up, Tommy?
Hey, I got a question about how to increase my yield. I have a scrog going. I'm leaving through that. Temps is about 76, 78. Humidity is about 60%. I'm under 750 watt double-ended. Not overwatering. I'm not underwater. So it's kind of like I'm only hitting like about just under a gram a watt. So
Just
from
under.
what I'm
So off
being
a
told, I
7.
should be hitting like more like 1.2, 1.3 grams a watt.
Who's telling you that? Who's telling you that? Who's telling you?
Any adjustments to be made?
Who's telling you you need to get a gram and a half a watt?
memes.
Yeah.
I think he's just trying to simulate the meme.
Listen, man, if you're up around a gram a watt, you are killing the game. Off of 750, if you're getting a pound and 3/4, I mean, you're doing really well. Now, the Hydro Chef did claim he got 2.5 pounds per 600 watt LED.
And you know what's good? Got
But
4.5 pounds off of a 300 watt LED.
But those guys are growing some Ohio Duff, some Blue Dream, some Gorilla Glue, some shit that no one else wants to grow. When we're growing White Tahoe cookies, man, and we're still getting how many grams per watt we getting?
A lot
We're
of
getting like 3 grams a watt, sucker.
Yeah.
You know, Tommy, like
Where
he's
you
saying,
at?
a lot
Plug in.
of it depends on the
Tap in.
Strandivar that you're cultivating as well.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what I'm talking
When you
about.
got the White Tahoe
What
cookie,
what
and the hash
Strandivar
bar
are
OG,
you
the
growing?
yields are just there.
Wedding cake.
You're growing.
Boy OG. The Rude Boy yields better, but the wedding cake, I guess I'm only hitting like 180 grams a plant. I should be hitting like 230-ish, roughly.
You know why they call it wedding cake?
No.
Because it's expensive to grow, especially when you only get half.
There you go. That was made up as fuck, but I like it.
Well, yeah, it's a cookie
Off the
strain.
top
Not
of
going
the
to
head.
get no yield.
Yeah, it's not going to yield. Wedding cakes, they fucking cost you a fortune. So don't grow that because it's costing you money.
Listen, wedding
Grow
cake.
something that yields
wedding
better.
cake is a longer Strandivar as well. So if you are trying to pull it at 8 weeks, you're leaving 10 to 20% on the table of where it should be going. And how you really maximize longer strains like that or Strandivars is that you don't start emphasizing phosphorus until week 3 or 4, rather than day 10 or to day 21 in most 8-week cycles. If you start hitting it too high with phosphorus early in those longer Strandivars, that they will finish early, and they will show chlorosis, and they'll stop producing, and you'll have small wispy buds, and you won't maximize what is going on with that. And that's key to growing Strandivars that go longer, is starting your high phosphorus regimen a week or two down the line. And that's the easy equation is this. In an 8-week cycle, I'm not starting my PK any later than day 14, week 2. So and that's an 8-week cycle. If I have a 9-week Strandivar, I'm gonna start day 21. If I have a 10-week, day 28, so forth and so on. It needs that heavy phosphorus, whatever it is, for only about 4 to 5 weeks maximum before you start flushing, and that's where the tightening up and everything comes. If you start emphasizing phosphorus too quickly, then you start depriving it of the nitrogen that it needs, that is feeding the chlorophyll, that's feeding the photosynthesis, and you get a plant that's ripening when it's only about halfway ripe.
And the leaves all yellow and...
Yeah, and it looks like Dr. Bomb's teeth. It's horrible.
For sure.
Yeah, I
Now,
just
is
call
that
him
something where,
Buttertooth.
Like, if you introduce that too early, it'll cause a little more larf, like kind of mid-lower canopy, because...
Yeah,
it's
especially when you're only using
kinda,
750 watts. Get some more light in there. You want a thicker bottom nugs, you need more energy. And you need to be able to clear it out so the energy can reach the actual buds. Where you are thinning it out, the Patrick Swayzing, or just defoliating, as it used to be called before someone wrote a book and charged way too much money for it. That just defoliating and opening up the flowering sites to light and energy will create a heavier, denser nug. And it also is great for the overall plant growth. You're redirecting energy to flowering sites rather than foliage. You're clearing the way for air to come through and clear out bugs or pathogens. Defoliating, pruning is one of the healthiest things that any cannabis grower can do for their garden. And too often growers, and I'm not talking about you per se, Tommy, I'm just kind of on a rant, but too often growers are scared, or they actually act like they're hurting their quote unquote babies. Like, oh, you doing that to my baby? My baby's sleeping.
you can't go defoliate right now. Be like, fuck out of my way. This is a green light, bitch. Fuck.
Chop it down.
Yeah, that was like fucking the Riverside Sheriff Department cutting down there. Allegedly, Tommy.
Another thing, Tommy, is if you're growing 2 strandivars that are on different schedules, one's a longer strandivar and one's a shorter one.
I don't know if
and
I
then
made
you're
sense.
feeding them all the same feed at the same time, then one of them isn't getting, like one of them's getting something too early or too late, and maybe one has higher EC requirements than the other. So make sure that if you are going to grow ones that have different finish times on them, that you completely have different feed schedules and recipes and mixtures for when you feed them. Don't feed them both the same thing. That's why we always preach a lot that if you're going to grow a lot, try to stick to something. No, it's try to stick to something.
Don't start the phosphorus.
Try to stick to something that's similar in time and structure. You don't want a tall, lanky plant with some short, shrubby plants, and the tall one takes 11 weeks and the short one takes 8 weeks, and you put them all in the same room together, and then they're too high and too low, and you're feeding them all the same shit. You want to keep it kind of regimented.
Yeah,
but if you're hitting the gram a watt, you're doing all right.
Yep, absolutely.
You do it. I want to know where the fuck you got 1.5 grams that you should be getting. Not from me, Sugar.
The homie that does, I learned from shit. He's been doing this shit for like 18, 20 years and shit. So
Okay, is he growing the same?
I feel like, he just.
Okay, no, I'm not. Listen, is he growing the same strain?
Off of his intuition, he does shit different at different times. It's just kind of like, that's what I don't know.
Is he growing the same strain?
I'm not that experienced. So
is he growing the same strain as you? Is the homie?
I know it's like, I haven't killed any.
No, for sure. Hey, is the homie that's been doing it for 18 or 20 years, is he doing the same strains as you?
Yeah, that's all I'm like.
And he's yielding better?
Same everything. So I'm like, I don't get it.
He's yielding better?
Okay, I'm going to tell you what to look for. Guys, stop. Next time you're in his garden, don't say nothing, but go look for a white bottle with a red top on it, a quart-sized bottle. Maybe the label is peeled off.
We'll get you to 1.4 grams per watt.
Guaranteed. It's possible, but dude, don't be discouraged. And it should get better each and every time. You said you're a relative new guy and growing, and it's true. No matter, dude, if you've been doing it for 30 years and as a home grower, and you're only pulling the maximum 5 harvests a year, that's only 150 times. It should be getting.
But
every time I grow, I expect it to get better in one way or another. I expect if some part of my garden, maybe a corner wasn't filled in completely, next time I go, I'm going to be there. But numbers have always gone up for me, whether it's minute or incredibly large from switching to a new light source. Like when I discovered double-ended lighting.
But a novice, someone who's starting out, 1/2 gram per watt would be what you're doing is worth it. Right at that point.
Yeah, for sure.
But as you develop, you get to that point where you're like getting 1 gram per watt. But if you're doing at that level, then it's good and everything's you're actually doing well at that point. So exceeding that, you're just pushing those limits even further to where you're actually excelling and doing better than what you would say no more towards the average would be, which would be somewhere between that 0.5 and 1. And that's not putting in strains or what you're particularly growing. That's just on your grow. On anything that you're growing, you should do in between those.
So Dutch, can I ask you then?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's saying that his buddy who taught him he has the same strains and is doing the same thing, but his buddy's getting higher.
Do you
so
fish?
He should probably do what his buddy does.
Do you fish?
You should.
But
you know what I mean?
Do you fish?
If you're
because the last fish I caught was 25 pounds.
Well, I guess.
And I waited.
But so do you think your buddy's lying to you that he does better, or do you think that you've seen it?
I know, because I help trim and shit.
Oh, okay, so you know. So are you doing exactly what he does?
You can't replicate that.
I mean, I can't say exactly. He's like, different grower.
But you can't replicate that exactly.
He's probably using purple.
But are you okay? Are you?
The way he trellises, probably.
Are you using the same nutrient recipe that he's using? The same nutrients, the same size lights, the same amount of plants per light, all of that?
Yeah.
Okay, then it must be something else that he's doing, like maybe like you said, the trellising, environmental,
BPD.
Yeah, do you
those
have
type of things that you're not necessarily measuring on a standard indoor home grow,
And I've set up gardens, try to replicate exactly what I was doing from moving myself in when I was in university.
Right.
I moved from one spot to the next,
University.
and it takes a chance to get dialed in.
It does. But if there's things that you aren't doing
In
that
my
he's
university
doing,
days,
do what
bitch.
he's doing, right? If you're getting 0.7,
English?
0.8, and
Long
he's
Beach
getting
State
1.2,
University.
and there's no, and you're doing everything that he's doing, except a couple things, maybe you should just do what he was doing.
I mean, and a
At
couple
least he's
po-
growing,
A
Horty.
couple points is like maybe not even
Tick.
worth chasing after. If
Yeah,
you really
right,
think
right.
about
But
it.
if he has CO2
If
and
you're
you
doing a
don't,
lot
maybe
of
that's where
lights-
the difference is.
If you're doing a lot of lights, those couple points will make a difference. If you're not doing so many lights, those couple points are negligible.
If it's 2 feet wider all the way around and the extra cubic feet,
Correct.
don't let it get as
Right.
cold when the same air conditioner is supposed to be cooling the lights, when the lights are off and it gets more cold and the plants, the roots don't grow as vigorously or take up
Right.
certain things. You're talking about a 1 to 1.25, a 25% difference, and that is like a margin of error in growing. Because
Absolutely.
if you shit the bed and don't hit a certain window, like I talked about earlier in the show, like weeks 3, 4, and 5,
Right.
where you don't feed the plant right, or for some reason there was a light interruption, where you had a light malfunction,
Or a
someone left
million
the
other
door
things.
open. If you discovered mites and you had it treated, you sulfur vaporized and it got a little funky, you let it dry out and wilt.
A little frizzle fry.
That can be up. It could be
50% or more.
Like you said, it
Right.
could be a pound per thousand to the difference between a pound and 2 pounds per 1,000 watt, which would be a 0.5 gram to a gram per per
Right.
watt. You know, so I mean, there's things like that you can't quantify when you're trying to replicate something outside of holding the dude's hands side by side. One thing I can
growing
tell you
right next door to
to
him.
increase yield, first off, like I talked about, is defoliation, training, but it's also look at how much you're watering. Too often we warn people, it's not too often, it's on point. We warn people against overwatering, but when you really want to maximize stuff, you're probably underwatering. Once you start understanding, or if you put a plant on a blue mott system or something that was activated by a moisture level in your grow medium, most growers would be shocked to find out how much plant or how much water their plants can actually use without overwatering. Unfortunately, the human psyche, when they get into watering more by hand, too often they do overwater.
Right.
Because they're like, mow.
Yeah.
Right? When the plant can take it as it's needed by a moisture-activated watering system. And, dude, you would be shocked. Like, the first time I ever used, what was it, the auto pots. You know, a
Yeah.
little
Water.
6-light garden. I
We're
just put it
blown
in.
away.
60 gallons in a day.
24 pots. Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? And what happened? Motherfucker pulled like 3.5 pounds of light.
Yeah, we're
off
like
that
somehow
bitch.
the water's gone. Where did it go?
Yes.
Because it's just
I've
metabolism.
got a leak. And nothing's wet. And everything's happy.
Unless you're Dr. Duff, then everything's wet.
So look how much you're watering. Look at your nighttime temperatures. You don't want them to fluctuate between 10 degrees. If you're at 80 degrees during the lights on, you don't want it to be really below 70. Try to keep it within a 10-degree window. If that's falling down, that could be problematic to your overall yield. But also, to solve that, you're not going to go add heaters in Southern California and add more electrical costs and stuff, because that's going to offset the small fraction that you're going to increase otherwise. So you got to weigh it all against each other. Do the right things by your mentor of what he's trying to do, using the devices, the same setup. Look how often you're watering, and try to fill your entire grow space by pruning and training your plants through the entire area where the energy hits. Make sure your CO2 is on point. Even if it's super sealed, you should probably be using, in like a home grow, if it's 6 lights, like a 10 by 20 area, a canister every week and a half to 2 weeks. If you're not using that often,
Greater than like 1,200 ppm, roughly.
yeah, well, I mean, you can go up to 1,500. If the plants can take that and you're feeding them that much more CO2 will speed everything else up. But what I'm saying is that you're not doing bad, dude, and it should get better each and every time. And if this dude that you're learning from has been doing it even for a year longer, if not 10 years longer, have some reverence that you're not going to be where he's at, because each and every time you should learn from your grow experience, and it should get better. If you're falling backwards, then you got to take a look at yourself. But if you're moving forward and getting to the numbers that you want to be at or closer each time, you're doing all right.
All right, for sure.
All right, Tommy, I'm going to send you some Purpinator and Turpinator, the brand new product. Purpinator from Rhizoflora, man. It poops out resin. It's going to increase weight as well. That extra resin leads to extra weight. And the Turpinator, of course, increasing the ester profile, the terpene profile. You know what's good. Left Coast Wholesale is where you want to order it from, but you're getting that, Tommy. I appreciate your call, man, and talk and grow with us.
Thanks, man.
Yep, smoke weed every day. I don't know if Tommy was that stoked. He didn't seem that stoked. Dr. Baumgartner has to go. He's meeting someone off IG. Your new fan base on IG, right?
Yeah, I got secret meetings.
Are you going to discuss the new Caesar salad dressing?
I'm getting new Caesar salads from Lazy Acres now instead of Vaughn's.
Is it better?
Yeah, their chicken's way better.
Less gout.
The dressing's way better. It's a high-class salad.
There you go. I appreciate you coming in tonight. Follow at Black Market Cultivators for more Dr. Baumgartner memes. We will be back with more Heavy Tea Grow Show right after these messages. Call in at 562-653-0707. We got more grow gear to give away, more grow talk to be done. It's right here on dfzradio.com. You dig. We'll be right back.
You are listening to Heavy Tea's Grow Show on DFZ Radio Network.
Dr. Duffman here. Wanted to talk to you about what I wish I had in my garden. And that, my friends, is a Nanolux double-ended fixture, which is leading the industry as I speak in double-ended technology. I will no longer need 10 150-watt lights to cover my 5x5 area. With just one double-ended fixture from Nanolux, I can cover that area. Also, no more need for that pesky Richter timer of mine that goes off at all kinds of random hours. With Nanolux's fixture, it comes NCCS ready, meaning I can control it on my computer. So if you're like me and your lighting situation sucks, then upgrade to Nanolux's double-ended fixtures today, and don't be a duff man. For more information on Nanolux, check them out at nanoluxtech.com. That's NANOLUXTECH.com.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
Don't you put that evil on me!
Heavy T.
Heavy T hooked me up, man. Thanks.
That's right.
Big cities need a fast-paced life to grow. And in my fast-paced garden, I use the Big City Hydro Mix. It's available in bulk anywhere in California, organic certified, and made with calcium buffered cocoa. With a consistent pH, it works well with all container gardens and conventional feeding programs. Check with your local grow store for bags.
Check us out at bulksoil.com.
DFZRadio.com.
Hey, Dr. Duff, are you signing up for another one of those internet dating sites after your divorce?
Nah, I'm just ordering these freaking douchebags from China here. Just gonna be saving a lot of money on it. About $1 a bag.
Did you say douchebags?
Yeah, they're pots. They're fabric pots. They're, made in China. They save $1 a bag from all the other.
Oh, it sounds like an imitation smart pot or something.
Yeah, save $1, but, I'm pretty sure these douchebags are gonna work.
Dude, I had a buddy of mine who used those same douchebags. He bought them direct from China. It killed his whole garden.
Bro, what? So, I'm better off spending that extra $1 on a smart pot?
I'd get a smart pot.
Don't be a Duff man. Make sure to buy the original patented Smart Pot. Check them out at smartpots.com.
Hey, guys, started early, huh?
Coming to grips with measuring pH is a fundamental part of ensuring a successful crop. Of course, having the right nutrient mix is important, but without a slightly acidic pH level, plants won't receive optimal benefits from the nutrients supplied. Blue Lab has a range of pH measurement tools available to help both the commercial and small-scale growers. These include the Blue Lab Guardian Monitor, the Blue Lab Combo Meter, the Blue Lab pH Meter, the Blue Lab pH Pen, and the Blue Lab Soil pH Meter. For more information, visit us online at getbluelab.com.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
You're listening to Heavy T's Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707 for your chance to talk to Heavy T, Horty Chris, and the Duff Man only on DFZRadio.com.
Hey man, your garden smells amazing this year. What are you doing different?
Haven't you heard? We've been using the Turpinator.
Did you say Turpinator like terpenes?
Yes, exactly. Turpinator is designed to increase your plant's terpenes, which are responsible for everything from how your plants smell to how much flavorful oils they produce. Basically, Turpinator is the one-stop shop for an overall quality increase for your fruits and flowers.
That's awesome. I can tell the Turpinator has not only increased the oils in all your herbs and flowers, but it looks like it's going to increase your dry weight as well. And dude, don't even get me started on those crystals. They look like mini icebergs.
Well, you better hurry up and get on board. It's flowering season right now. And since Turpinator is made right here in Sonoma County, you can literally find it in any hydro store in town. Boost your plant's oils and bring out flavors that will drive your friends wild. Turpinator. Sticky is an understatement.
The cannabis portion of this show is designed as entertainment only for legal medicinal cannabis patients over 21 years of age and is not meant to encourage any other activity or use. Yeah, Dick.
All right, I just ran to Eric at Growth Science. What's up, Eric? What is Growth Science?
Basically, we're a company that's taking nutrients to the next level, and that we just don't make nutrients themselves. We also consult with the company. We help some of the largest growers in the country dial in their fertilizer regimen so they can increase their yields and save money. And now we're bringing that to the smaller consumer as well with smaller sizes. We're available in multiple hydroponic stores. We have consolidated what other people do in 8 to 13 products into 5 to save you money, but at the same time not sacrifice yield or quality.
Wow, so you guys got all the goods all into like 5 bottles to get you from start to finish. It's only 5 bottles.
Yeah, so basically we have base A and B. That's the foundation. You use that the whole way through. It's the meat and potatoes, has all the basics in there, right? We then have a product called Solid Start that you use in the veg phase. And what it does is it evens out the NPK profile where it needs to be in veg with some added nitrogen and potassium. Then any additive or booster that's been scientifically proven to help the plant in that phase is all consolidated in that bottle, right? So no need for, several different root boosters and this, that, and everything, right? 2 types of cold-pressed kelp. Most people use the Norwegian. We use that as well. We also have something no one else uses, and that is Macrophysis integrifolia. It's the giant Pacific kelp. That's one of the fastest growing organisms on the planet. Grows 2 feet a day, packed with cytoauxins and cytokinins. And basically what you do is you use that in veg, and then when you're in flower, you switch that out for a product called Rock Solid that has acts as your PK booster, and it also has things to help with increased yields and also terpene and resin production as well. We round out the line with our silica product Strength.
There it is, man. If you guys want to step your game up, these guys are helping out the professionals, dialing it in. Like Eric said, he's dialing in big time, guys. Now he's bringing it to the smaller guys like us that want to go and just do a little backyard boogie inside the house, wherever, garage, I don't know. Doesn't matter. I don't think it matters. But anyways, Eric's here. And if you want to go check out Eric's product, it's Growth Science. Where do we find you on the internet?
Growthscience.com.
There it is. Go check out Eric on growthscience.com. They will hook up that nutrient line for you and get you better looking flowers.
Have a good one.
Thank you, Eric. I'm Duffman. I'm out. Thank you, brother. Oh, here I am, man. I just ran into Dennis, the president of O2 Grow. What's up, Dennis? And can you tell us what O2 Grow is?
Well, O2 Grow is some new science that's all across the world where we are super oxygenating or getting your DO levels up higher than your typical bubblers, okay? Everybody bubbles because they're told to in a book, okay? Some of them don't really know why, but the reason why you're oxygenating your water is to get your nutrients to absorb better into your water, okay? The water's the delivery system, but it's really all about molecules. Molecules in your nutrients are absorbing better into that, so your root follicles are picking it up better. Better root, better yield. So we've been in the industry for about 12 years in other industries, growing strawberries, tomatoes, other seed plants, dirt, people that are growing in dirt, obviously, too, or soil, some hydroponic, which everyone thinks that only hydroponic guys have to oxygenate their water, when in fact anybody that's even making teas, that type of thing, they all know the importance of oxygen. That's what gets everything moving. So we're all across the industry in keeping fish alive, septic tanks where you need biology, but in the grow industry, that is kind of our newest launching challenge. We're not new. We've been out here 3 years in this industry, so maybe some of your listeners have heard about us or called in. We're a Minneapolis-based company. O2grow.com gets you into all of our videos. Take a shot at that. Look at that. But we have, in some of your affiliates, I know I'm working with Ed Rosenthal right now on some projects. And we also can be off-grid. Our science is, we actually go from 110 volt down to 12 volt. So you can be off-grid, run our stuff with batteries. You don't even, if off-grid interests you. But it's pretty unique. It's kind of like submarine science. When a submarine goes underwater, they don't bring oxygen or bottle it or surface for oxygen. They separate the H2O, hydrogen molecule, from the oxygen molecule, and then, of course, they trap the oxygen and gas and push it back out to breathe. We take that same gas and push it back into the water. So it's kind of like we got bottled oxygen that we're forcing into the water, but we're doing it electronically, economically. Stuff's not free, and it's not a $29 bubbler, but for a couple $100 you can get into our product, and it pays for itself, usually first turn. So it's interesting stuff.
Yeah, thank you, Dennis. Yeah, so if you want to step your game up or grow up to the next level and get the infuse that oxygen into the water, go check out O2grow.com.
Yes, sir.
O2grow. That's just straight O with a 2, grow.com, and you can check out his bubblers, his aeration systems and stuff like that, and just check it out. It's good quality.
And contact us at info@o2grow.com, which will tell you that on the website. You can see a lot of YouTube videos of us guys explaining it with photos. It's pretty compelling stuff. So I think all your listeners get information, and this is trying to sort it out for you, and we're glad to be on your show.
Thank you, Dennis. Awesome. Everybody check out O2 Grow. Thank you, Dennis.
here in San Jose.
This is the Legion.
Cacao. How about that?
He's feeling it. Boom, boom. Heavy T's feeling it right now. Feeling it. I'm chilling it. Damn, the fart beatboxing. Have you seen that video that's on Instagram where it's the white girl that's like does a progression of like 7 years of beatboxing?
I don't look at any white girls on Instagram.
Bullshit. That's bullshit.
So annoying.
No, I don't look at nothing on Instagram. You know what's so annoying?
I ain't on the IG.
Is when one of your exes on Instagram trying to get some of that clout, right, Horty?
When one of your exes is flexing?
Look at Horty. Man
Exes
bunning.
be flexing?
Yeah.
Hey.
Sometimes you gotta
IG
flex
for
on
sure.
your ex sometimes.
Yeah,
Man, we
IG
went
for
to that Charger game, and I gotta say, you barely even rubbed the Steeler victory in my face.
He's James Conner.
I know,
But
right?
you got
Yeah, 'cause I'm not that much of an asshole.
So this was
Why not?
we went to the game, right? Horty's like, what time are we leaving? The game starts at 5:20. I said we're leaving about 3:30.
Yeah.
And he
Take
hits
some
me up at
beers in the
3.
parking lot.
I'm ready. And I'm like, oh, this fool doesn't know that StubHub Center or whatever it's called now is only like 35 minutes away.
Not even. It's like 15 minutes. You're fucking there.
But what did I keep saying?
I was just letting him know I was ready.
No, he's like, it looks like a long line. We busted right, bam, in the car.
Right.
On the backside, I'm like, watch, there's gonna be 2 cars here. Exactly 2 cars in front of us.
Best parking place ever.
Heavy T knows.
We
I've
dip
been
in,
there.
and all I kept saying was, this is the bun taco. This is the bun taco of Del Taco right now.
The bun taco.
Secret menu.
This is a secret menu. Even when in the parking lot that we were in, Horty, there was a porta potty where everyone's waiting. I'm like, yeah, you can go there. But there's a secret bathroom right over here.
Right.
That's nice and
There
clean.
are. They're little cutthroat ones down below.
The ones on the college campus, they keep them open before the game.
And how about how we were the only ones walking the way that we went? We bun tacoed the fuck out of the
Hell
game.
yeah.
And then we got to the game, and you just became a douchebag.
You have anything?
All right.
The reason I became a
I watched the
douchebag
game, so
was
I don't
because
know.
my team went up 14-0 in like the first 38 seconds or something like that.
Yeah, it was
and
bad.
the entire place was
50%.
completely filled
It was
with
50%
Steeler fans.
at most.
These dumb fucks even played the
I
Steelers
know.
anthem jam, Renegade,
Hey,
from the Sticks.
how bad was it? They handed out their own terrible towels that were pink. And I'm like, yeah, we should wave pink towels, you fucking Spanos cocksucking.
It didn't change from when you guys were in San Diego.
Hey,
It
remember
was
this.
the same
Just
thing.
remember this. Just remember this. I didn't get arrested, even though some
You
people
never
thought
do
I,
somehow.
Some
I know,
people thought I
somehow.
should.
I've gone to game. I've
This
been to
fool
the game.
said I should be arrested. I'm like, for what?
You should have been arrested
I
when
did
I went
not
with you.
say anyone should ever be arrested. I said I can't believe you didn't
Why
get
though?
arrested.
Why?
Well, because as we were leaving 6 minutes before the end of the game, because you were fucking over it and starting to argue with everyone around us, even your fellow Charger fans.
That's
that
what
was-
happened when I was there.
That were scattered around all of us Steeler fans. As we're walking out, we get to the security gate, and there's this black dude in like the security gate clothes. And Tyler's like, what's up? And I know he comes in that gate
was
every
mixed.
time. So that dude knows Tyler probably, right? Or Heavy T.
Yeah, Heavy T.
He knows his Strandivars.
Yeah.
And so he's like, "Hey, you guys want the poster? You want the poster?" And he had like a little like 12x8 little poster. It was
Stupid
like
fucking poster.
A caricature of like Phillip Rivers.
No,
and
it
was Melvin
or
Gordon.
something.
Rivers.
It was Melvin
Felipe
Gordon.
Rivers.
and or someone on the team.
It
and,
was
and it was
Melvin
like
Gordon,
it was like breast cancer awareness, and it was pink on the background with the caricature of the guy, whatever, with the ball. And I'm like, no, I'm good. I had a Steeler jersey on. I'm like, no, I'm good. I don't need that. I'm a Steeler
Yeah,
fan.
fuck you for wearing that
And so
jersey.
then he hands him one, right? And he looks at it. He's like, yeah, fuck this. Fuck shit. And threw it on the ground. And the guy was like, oh, damn, man. You didn't have to throw it on the ground. He's like, yeah, well, fuck you too, motherfucker. As we're walking out, and there's cops in a cop car right there on the left. and he's a Charger fan, fucking yelling at the Charger guy, trying to give him some memorabilia from the ass whipping when a third string undrafted rookie free agent came out and fucking won the game.
Yeah.
In Steeler land.
He in the parking lot when we were leaving, he shamed a young lady that was trying to keep cars out of the parking lot.
What do you mean I shamed her?
You yelled at. You said, I don't know what you were saying, but
I was
she
saying good
was
job.
mad. She was mad, and she
I'm
started
saying good
yelling
job,
at
guys.
us. And she started yelling at us.
Even a Charger fan.
I was like, what the fuck is happening right now?
A Charger fan's like, good game, man. As we're walking out to me, because we're leaving early, me and him, and all the people around us like, why are you guys leaving early? I'm like, I think my friend's kind of upset because he had texted me, I'm leaving. He went to go to the bathroom, 6 minutes left, and they ended up coming back.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah. They scored 2 touchdowns by the time we walked to the car.
Was it enough?
No, because
so what was
they
the
were
right
way too far
decision?
behind.
To leave because I knew.
See a good game.
Yeah, I knew too. You guys were
maybe I stayed for fucking 3.5 or more quarters. And it was already bullshit.
It was over by
because
the end of
Felipe
the first
Rivers and then all the fucking goddamn stupid Pittsburgh fans up in there.
And
it
they
just
weren't
pissed me
serving
off.
any more beer in the fourth quarter.
And then
he
I was
knew he
getting
had
text
tall cans in the
message
car.
from Marcos Pollos about Raiders, and I was getting text messages from Smokey in Ohio about Browns. I wasn't going to take it no more. So let a motherfucker hand me a Melvin Gordon poster like he knows who I am right now and what I'm going to do.
Damn.
I wish motherfucker would hand me some Melvin Gordon posters. Anyways, it's time for the grand prize question.
And the grand prize question is, what continent is the world's leader in production of cacao beans for chocolate?
The chocolate nut.
The chocolate nut, which is used to make chocolate.
Is
comes
it
from the
coconut?
cacao tree.
What continent?
There is one specific continent.
Antarctica.
It's one of the ones that it could be.
Central America.
That's not a continent.
It's a
Name the
subcontinent.
continent. And what do they win if they name the continent?
They win the remainder of my season tickets to the Chargers games.
Damn.
That's a hookup.
Hell yeah.
Just
only
fucking
3 games.
kidding. Whoever wins, you do not get that. That was a jest.
That's messed up.
Let's
Say,
see.
I'm on line 3. I'm going to call right.
I have a 100 milliliter sample of fish shit.
Fish it.
I have some literature from Mission Fertilizer.
Hell yeah.
I have some Smart Pots tags that came on the Smart Pots we already gave away.
The freshest tags.
I have a bag that Green Pad Juniors were in.
Awesome.
I also have some Blue Lab boxes that got pillaged on our move. No, really, I got Mission Fertilizer, some Smart Pots, Green Pad Juniors, a Blue Lab Guardian meter,
Damn.
some Purpinator, and some garden spray. What's good? That's over. Fuck.
That's
a Blue Lab meter is $300 alone. Everything. Yep. About $500. Call in 562-653-0707. What continent is most of the chocolate being produced on the cuckoo?
Can I throw in something on the grand prize?
No, because that means I have to ship it and you won't ever bring it.
I'll drop it off tomorrow.
No, you won't.
When I come get a sandwich next door.
I know.
I'm
Why
going
you
to
always
throw
trying
in.
to hang out around here too.
I'm going to throw in
Motherfucker,
one
you're
of
on
the
Wednesdays.
pink breast cancer awareness strobe light LED bracelets that they gave away at the Chargers.
I broke and threw mine away.
I kept mine.
Of course you did.
And it's a giveaway to the winner. It's a pink bracelet that's clear, like translucent, and it strobe lights.
I'm gonna fucking kill you, dog.
It's translucent.
You know,
and I'll throw it in for free.
Why you throw your mama's phone number in there too? That hoe needs to fucking get down.
Damn.
She needs some garden spray on
Mama,
that.
why you gotta get down? Why
down,
does
get
Heavy T have your
down.
phone number, bitch?
Get down. All right. Here we go. 562-653-0707. Where's cock grown? Right here on DFZRadio.com.
This is the lead track.
Tell your homegirls they could come along. Y'all way too bad to be all alone. You know it ain't no fun if the homie can't have none. It ain't no fun if the homie can't have none. bad to be all alone. You know it ain't no fun if the homie can't have none. It ain't no fun if the homie can't have none. Tell your homegirls they could come along. Y'all way too bad to be all alone. You know it ain't no fun if the homie can't have none. It ain't no fun if the homie can't have none. Tell your homegirls they could come along. Y'all way too bad to be all alone. You know it ain't no fun if the homie can't have none. It ain't no fun if the homie can't have none.
Oh, look, I just ran into Power SI here at the Grow X Expo, Maximum Yield 2017 in San Jose. What's up? How you doing?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Doing great, man. So what's going on here? You got Power SI. What is Power SI?
It is readily available silica, monosilicic acid.
Nice. So you guys go ahead, and what is this going to do for your plants?
It's going to strengthen cell walls. It's going to help mobilize immobile nutrients such as calcium to help your plant uptake them a little bit better, help with heat stress, a little bit of drought. Overall, just a nice little bottle.
And then you can use the Power SI with any nutrient line out there. It's compatible with anything?
You can use it with any nutrient line, hydro, soil, aeroponics, anything like that. Stable in your res up to 10 days, so it won't separate if you use a big container like that. Just best nutrient out there.
There it is, man. That's right. Power SI. If you want to get some silica in your garden, check out Power SI. It is good. And with the Power SI, is this something that you have to, the first thing you're going to mix in the water is going to be the Power SI?
Yeah, you mix in water first, half a mil per gallon. You can double the dose a week, too, to help with that vertical stretch. Also helps with internodal spacing so that your plant doesn't stretch as bad. Other than that, that's it.
That's that, bro. Go check it out.
Sunlight Supply is our distributor, so any hydro store that has a Sunlight Supply account can get our product. Just contact them and get it shipped to you.
There it is. If your hydro store doesn't have it and they're messing around with Sunlight Supply and you want it, make sure they order it for you. Power SI. It's the bomb. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
We out.
Thanks, sir.
DFCRadio.com.
I just ran into Frank from the Bucket Company. What's up, Frank? How you doing?
How you doing, Greg?
I'm doing great, buddy. Check it out. You are the Bucket Company. What exactly is the Bucket Company?
Well, actually, we have two products. The Bucket Company, really what we focus is one is antimicrobial planters that are going to be anti-algae, fungus-proof or whatever, and then other ones are just going to be the run-of-the-mill.
You are listening to the Heavy Tea Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707 for your chance to talk to Heavy Tea, Horty Chris, or Dr. Duffman. Killing it.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
Dr. Duffman here. Wanted to talk to you about what I wish I had in my garden. And that, my friends, is a Nanolux double-ended fixture, which is leading the industry as I speak in double-ended technology. I will no longer need 10 150-watt lights to cover my 5x5 area. With just one double-ended fixture from Nanolux, I can cover that area. Also, no more need for that pesky Rooster timer of mine that goes off at all kinds of random hours. With Nanolux's fixture, it comes NCCS ready, meaning I can control it on my computer. So if you're like me and your lighting situation sucks, then upgrade to Nanolux's double-ended fixtures today, and don't be a Duff man. For more information on Nanolux, check them out at nanoluxtech.com. That's NANOLUXTECH.com.
Big cities need a fast-paced life to grow. And in my fast-paced garden, I use the Big City Hydro Mix. It's available in bulk anywhere in California, organic certified, and made with calcium buffered cocoa. With a consistent pH, it works well with all container gardens and conventional feeding programs. Check with your local grow store for bags.
Check us out at bulksoil.com.
Hey, I'm in the zone.
Coming to grips with measuring pH is a fundamental part of ensuring a successful crop. Of course, having the right nutrient mix is important, but without a slightly acidic pH level, plants won't receive optimal benefits from the nutrients supplied. Blue Lab has a range of pH measurement tools available to help both the commercial and small-scale growers. These include the Blue Lab Guardian Monitor, the Blue Lab Combo Meter, the Blue Lab pH Meter, the Blue Lab pH Pen, and the Blue Lab Soil pH Meter. For more information, visit us online at getbluelab.com.
That's Horty's Pimpin' 101.
Hey guys, it's Heavy T. As a longtime cultivator in both small and large gardens, both indoor and in greenhouses, I know the number one factor for being successful is to maintain an ideal environment and optimize my airflow. That is why I use and recommend Fantech controllers and EC fans. As the original inventors of the inline fan way back in 1974, Fantech uses the highest quality German motors and has revolutionary impeller technology. The EC fan creates the most efficient and powerful airstream of any fan in its class. And with the new Aeolus controller, maintaining the ideal environment has never been more simple. The Aeolus, with a variety of modes, allows me to control my exhaust and intake fans along with my dampeners from one easy to set up and use interface. And with the two expandable channels, I can maintain temperature set points in two separate spaces. So whether you're a hobbyist in your garage or a commercial greenhouse grower, it's simple. Use what the pros use. Use the Fantech EC fan and the Aeolus controller. And if you're a retailer, contact Rambridge, Savant Plantech, or Garden Rebels Distribution and order yours today. Fan and controller sold separately.
DFCRadio.com.
Next level of growing is here. The growing revolution is here. DFCRadio.com. DFCRadio.com.
That was awesome. Hey man, your garden smells amazing this year. What are you doing different?
Haven't you heard? We've been using the Turpinator.
Did you say Turpinator like terpenes?
Yes, exactly. Turpinator is designed to increase your plant's terpenes, which are responsible for everything from how your plants smell to how much flavorful oils they produce. Basically, Turpinator is the one-stop shop for an overall quality increase for your fruits and flowers.
That's awesome. You know, I can tell the Turpinator has not only increased the oils in all your herbs and flowers, but it looks like it's going to increase your dry weight as well. And dude, don't even get me started on those crystals. They look like mini icebergs.
Well, you better hurry up and get on board. It's flowering season right now. And since Turpinator is made right here in Sonoma County, you can literally find it in any hydro store in town. Boost your plant's oils and bring out flavors that will drive your friends wild. Turpinator. Sticky is an understatement.
The cannabis portion of this show is designed as entertainment only for legal medicinal cannabis patients over 21 years of age and is not meant to encourage any other activity or use. Yeah, dick.
Yeah,
And I don't love shit, you know what I mean? But to represent,
all I want to
you know
do,
what I mean? But to be me.
you know, on these fall nights, light a fighter. A fighter? Fighter? What the fuck are you talking about? A fire, sucker? Yeah. when your tongue betrays you. Yeah, girl. All we want to do is light a fighter and, you know, snuggle up, watch some Netflix, and knock them boots. Ooh, yeah. Butterscotch. Let's get back to talking growth. Here on the Heavy T's Grow Show, you know who you is. I see you out there, girl. Your man ain't treating you right. Heavy T's here for you.
Damn.
You know.
Trying to slide.
Shit, dog. Slide in those DMs. Anyways, we had a grand prize question. I forget what it was. Maybe Horty Chris can remind me.
What continent grows the majority of the world's cacao?
What consonant? Consonant. I might be having some Bell's palsy right now.
Let's get a
I
good
feel
look at
a
you.
stroke or Bell's palsy.
Let's get a
one of
good
the
look
two.
at you. Smile. Yes.
The Bell's palsy has definitely set in.
It's back. Guess who's back?
And it rears its ugly face.
Back again.
No,
Bell's palsy is back.
All right. Anyways,
On
3
Heavy T's
alleged
chin.
Duff Free soldiers that may know it. And listen, this is the thing, guys. I think I have enough to give away 3 grand prizes tonight.
No way.
So we're gonna take our first call, see if he knows the answer to the first grand prize, right? And then we're gonna move down the line. But go ahead, 1 through 3, Dutch Master West. We know you can't see it.
Okay. So one.
1, 2 are free.
Okay, I'm gonna go with 3.
You gonna go with number 3?
Yeah.
Pourquoi?
Because my favorite number is 6, and you cut 6 in half, it's 3.
All right, we got Chris. Chris, are you on? Yeah.
What's up? Finally. Woo!
What's up?
Fucking gotta get this.
You got a fit. All right, go ahead, Horty Chris. What's the grand prize question?
What continent is the world's leading producer of cacao?
Wrong. All right, let's go to the number 3 over here. Oh, wait, no, that was 3. We're going to 2. Joe. Joe, you there? Joe. You've been waiting all this time. Joe. You're on the air, Joe. Joe, you're on the air. You're on the air with our horrible phone system. Joe. Joe, you're fucking yourself.
Joey Badafuco over here.
Yo, Joe.
Yo, Joey.
Joe.
He's there, but he's
Joe.
not.
Yo,
Joe.
Joe just missed.
He's on a delay. That's why.
Discordro. Socorro.
What's up? Can you hear?
Yeah.
Discodro.
Can you hear now?
Yes.
All right. It's Africa. That's the answer.
To what was the question? This is Jeopardy.
What is the world's leading producer of cacao?
Cacao.
Discordo
this guy
just
pays
won the
attention.
grand prize right there. You just won a Blue Lab meter. Go to getbluelab.com to GreenPad Junior, some Smart Pots, a full line of mission fertilizer, the brand new Purpinator from Rhizoflora, some of the garden spray also from Rhizoflora, some T-shirts and hats, and a bunch of stuff from the back. I mean, Discordo, you listen to the entire show, or at least
And
you have Google.
A pink breast cancer awareness bracelet from the Chargers game.
Hell yeah.
Amazing.
Hey, I also met Hydro Chef at the Cloud King party.
Cool story, bro.
Well, you just lost all your grand prize credit. No, it's all right. We love the chef. The chef is fancy pantsy. But Discordo, for you, you're getting all that good stuff. Horty Chris, give me a soundbite. Can you do that, Disco? Disco Joe.
What? A sound?
A soundbite. Listen very carefully to my main man, Horty Chris.
Every Wednesday
All right.
night from 6 to 10 Pacific Standard Time, who's hooking you up with the freshest grow knowledge and the dopest grow gear?
Heavy T Grow Show.
That is
Hell
correct,
yeah.
doggy. Yeah, you the man. Getting all that stuff. Stay on the line. The screener's going to get your information. Thank you to Jeremy from HTGS for coming on the Hydro Chef show, and the Hydro Chef, and Dr. Baumgartner for sticking it out. All the callers, all the sponsors that make this show happen each and every week. Dutch Mastiff for coming through. St. Diesel for making the whale noises. Horty Chris. Horty Chris, when your health insurance stopped covering rehab, you've been back, and I love it. You stay here each and every week with us. And I guess other than that, guys, we out.
Where do I even start? When you know it's more than a fart. Yucatan gave me an allowance, buying jerk chicken with the balance, knowing something just ain't right, yelling at my wife for a wipe, shitting 16 times a day, jerk chicken put my booty in the grave, try to wash my ass in the sink, blaming upstate for the stink, holding need the bathroom to do blow, you don't give a fuck, gotta go, shotgun blast from the back, ricochet splash on your stack. If you have hemorrhoids, stay away. Jerk chicken, put my booty in the grave.
Jerk chicken, put my booty in the grave. Yeah, you know my ass is hairy. Yeah, I got a lot of dingleberries. Buying Pepto-Bismol by the quart. Plugging the drip out my ass with a cork.
Driving quick to urgent care, cause you saw blood and got scared. Doctor laughed and then he say, jerk chicken, put your booty in the grave.
In the grave.
Can't wipe that problem away.
You can't wipe that problem away.
Straight
jerk chicken, put your booty in the grave. All right,